These people are ready to change for what? Shame on us as a nation. Because you are calling people to go home and invest. I am one of those who tell you, please go home and invest. Go home and invest. How can you tell people to go home and invest and they are kidnapped? It's so unfortunate. This woman now, all she did, look at her. Say your opinion. We need your help. Don't neglect us. That's government. Internationally marketed, please. And both the Nigerian Christians, please help us. Please help us. Can you see? The children are here, they are crying so that we will not waste our life. Please help us. We need your help. That is one of them. And look at the man that was killed today. A math teacher. An elderly man. They have beheaded this man's head today. What's a girl man? How are you, ma'am? I'm a teacher. Hello, Shisheni. I'm working at First Baptist Church of yesterday. The people came to our school, and we are making now both the teachers and the children. We are here. We need help from the government and the state government, both the church, First Baptist Church, and the community. We need help. Your President Tinubu doesn't have time for you for now. President Tinubu is doing another campaign for another 4 years election. This happened in Ogbomoso. This is Nigeria or your states. The government of our country, what are you doing? The bandits are out again while you are out doing your campaign. School setting again. So what they are now doing is going to school setting. They have done churches, religious places. They are tired of that now. They are now in schools where students have gone to learn. Where students are supposed to have gone there to just go and learn. I've said it the other time. I saw one of the videos where they showed a classroom. No single chair in that classroom. And the students were standing to learn. And as if that is not good enough, worse enough, bad enough, now students are being kidnapped and teachers. This was 2 days ago. This woman cried out that please, the government should come to their rescue. Now one of the teachers have been beheaded. One more Baba, you saw him, you saw the man crying. All these people went there to work for their daily needs. They didn't go to party. They were not kidnapped in a party. They were not kidnapped on the road. They were actually kidnapped in a place where they are working. And you think that country is working. And today I saw Gumi's own, and I said it, these people knows these kidnappers. They know the truth. Look at Gumi. Gumi said, terrorists need all the money they are getting from kidnapping. Did you hear that? This is Gumi. You remember Gumi that's always going to negotiate for the government. Terrorists love the... Gumi said terrorists need all the money they are getting from kidnapping. It's not like they are living luxurious lives. The government is putting too much pressure on them, so they need the money to finance their war machine. Sheikh Gumi. That is Sheikh Gumi speaking to us. In a sane country,
we are under pressure to fight government. Government that has helicopters, is bombarding us.
That's the Gumi speaking.
The need for the money is there. When we go there, you don't see any luxurious life. You don't see any luxurious life at all. They are living in huts. They have nothing. They drink from sometime from the spring. So I don't think we can say that they are used to a luxurious life that they won't live it. Actually, they don't even know it with all the money they get.
Sheikh, like you said, they're under pressure. Government is bombarding them, and according to what you said, they are saying that it looks like they're under attack. So maybe they're acquiring weapons to protect themselves. But then again, if the pressure is that much, why don't they renounce banditry? And are they also considering the lives of those that they are also taking, and the lives of people that they are also making, unlivable?
Okay. We are under pressure.
You can imagine. Gumi is telling us that these bandits too, they are under pressure. They need money for their war machines. That they are not living luxurious lives. This is the head of them, Tebamo. Yes. There are people that are standing in to speak for them. And you say you don't know where they are. Anyway, for those that are still left in the bandits' hands, we are calling on the government of Nigeria. We are calling on Dr. Seyi Makinde. Sir, do everything possible to get these people released. They are still in captivity. Please, this is direct to the government of Nigeria. We have over 40 or 100 and something students. Over 100 and something students with these bandits. They went to school to learn, to become something reasonable in the society, to be useful for that society of ours. These are young children. Our bandits ti gbé wọn. Please, we are standing in as parents. We are calling Nigerian government to please leave politics for now and face what we initially voted you for. We voted you to protect us, to provide for us. Basic amenities are not even there for us. No light, even the lights that you are saying band A, band B, band C, we use band A. They are still having the same issue. There is no day you call Nigeria and they won't tell you that there is problem of light. People are still suffering. Basic amenities, that shouldn't be any big deal. It is big deal for us in Nigeria. And now, please, you can imagine the state of those parents that their children are being captured. Tí wọ́n mọ faith àwọn ọmọ wọn. Or the children of those parents that have gone to work. You can see that woman even has a child, a baby, ó gbé ọmọ pọ̀n. So definitely, ó máa ń pọn ọmọ lọ síbi iṣẹ́ ni. She has a baby bat. The woman too is there with the bandits. Now, just for you to know that they are very serious. Thank you so much, Ruth. Please, everybody help me to power tap. Thank you so much for the gift, ma'am. I love you. So that you will know that they are not joking. They have beheaded one of them. One of the teachers. Baba oni baba tó kó àwọn ọmọ sílẹ̀ tó lọ wá ntá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ máa jẹ. ó ti dèrò ọ̀run. Painful deaths. Ṣé ká má ní káwọn ọmọ máa lọ sí school mọ́ ni? Will you tell the children not to go to school again? Or the teachers? Now, a math teacher, and you can imagine how long that man has been working because he's an old man. An old man that should be at home looking after his own children is out working. And in his place of work, ibẹ̀ ló ti pàdánù. And I'm sure the bandits did that so that Nigerian government will know that they are not joking. Spider, thank you so much. The bandits are telling you they are not joking. You know where they are. You are working with them. You know who they are. And this is not the first time they are going to schools to wrap up children. They have been doing it in Plateau State. And now they are close to us. If they can go to Oyo State, lọ sínú school lọ kó àwọn ọmọ. Are we safe in Lagos? Are we safe in Lagos? Hey Joe, Uncle Daddy Tinubu, and our first son, because in the history of Nigeria, Nikilicious, sister me, in the history of Nigeria, and our kings too, in the history of Nigeria, I've never seen first son. We do have first lady office, but this is the first time we are having first son office and first daughter's office. But that is perfect. Yes, if they have something tangible to do for us, anything goes in Nigeria anyway. We are not surprised. But I'm heartbroken for those children that are in captivity now. I'm heartbroken for those workers, those teachers and workers in that school that have gone for their daily activities. Because all we can see is that defection from one party to another. Any defect from one party to another is another defection. Thank you, Sister Nikki. Nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ mójútó, mójútó mọ́. And our kings too. Yoruba kings, sorry, kings. Ẹ̀yin ọba wa, ẹ̀yin ládéládé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n ti ń wọlé tọ̀ wá o. Bàbá wa Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀. Wọ́n ti ń wọlé tọ̀ wá o. Olúbàdàn, wọ́n ti ń wọlé tọ̀ wá o. Bàbá wa Ọ̀yọ́, wọ́n ti ń wọlé tọ̀ wá o. You people should leave behind your beef of èmi lolórí ọba, ìwọ lolórí ìjòyè, and do the right things. Before you know it, wọ́n máa wá gbé yín nínú palace yín ni o. Ṣé pé wọ́n ti lọ gbá àwọn ọba kan ní palace? Àǹtí mi Àṣàbí, àǹtí ò lè wá mọ́ lálẹ́ yìí o. Wọ́n láwọn ò lè wá mọ́. Wọ́n ti lọ gbá àwọn èèyàn o. Lad Fon said Abacha had office of first son and first daughter. Mi mọ̀ yẹn o, but ilé ìlà ríṣà. So is it right for them to have the office of first son and first daughter? Ó ga o. So ẹ̀yin náà support wọn nìyẹn, Ọlọ́run á bá yín ṣe. Wọ́n ti lọ gbá wọn ọba ní palace. Kó tó dọ́dẹ̀ ẹ̀yin bàbá wa tẹ́ wà lókè tẹ́ ń jà sórí adé lọ́wọ́. Kó tó dé time yẹn. Torí nísìn ìjà mo jù ẹ́ lọ, ó jù mí lọ, lẹ̀ ń jà lé lórí. You better stand up now and do something about it. And for our children that are in captivity now, it is time for you to stand up. Kẹ́yẹ́ kárí yín pé ń ṣe nǹkan kan. Mo fọlọ́run bá bẹ̀ yín, kábíyèsí wa, Ọọ̀ni of Ife and others. Call for urgent meeting kíákíá and ensure that those children are released and their teachers and workers there. Please, let us see that you are doing we can hear your voices. Let's hear those voices of yours. Let it be as loud as the way the politicians are shouting now. Because it's all about politics now. Ẹ jẹ́ agbóhùn yín. Ẹ kàn má jókòó kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ má ṣe ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ kiri. Ẹ̀yin bàbá mi. Ọlọ́run á fún yín ṣe. Those children must be safe. Ẹ make sure pé wọ́n jáde láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà. Mo fọlọ́run ọba bẹ̀yìn ẹ̀yin kábíyèsí wa. Ọba Ọ̀ọ̀ni. Ọba Ifẹ̀. Ọba Ọ̀yọ́. Olúbàdàn. Ẹ̀yin ni ọba ládéládé tí mo ìrántí àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba tó kù. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ọba. Ẹ dìde sí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. I beg you. Now, I wish them safe journey back, and I pray that God Almighty will touch the hearts of the bandits. Wọn ò ní pa kankan nínú yín mọ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run. And for that man tó ń pa, may his soul rest in peace, and may God fight for him. And the only compensation that Nigerian government can do for that man tó pa sójú ogun is to look after his children, his family. I'm sure he has a family that he has left behind. Please. Ẹ má kàn jẹ́ kí màá yẹn kí kókò kú lásán. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Please. Now let's go to the topic of today. Aunty Asabi ẹ káàbọ̀ mà. People have sent a lot of things to me. Don't cry, Auntie Figure 50. It's sad. It's the state of the country. We just have to continue to call on them. The poor are getting poorer. The rich are getting richer. It is time now. It is time for them to make money. Politicians are making money now. And some of us that we are abroad, we are campaigning for them. So shameful. And campaign fáwọn tó fail. Wọ́n ní that náwó gbogbo owó tó ń ná jáde tó bá ṣe dáadáa now. If you know you have served well, you don't need to spend money for people to come and vote you in. They will vote you. But if you have failed, that is when you know that you need money to bribe people. And so shameful. You see some of us, I don't know, Mama won't be pali. Continue with I pray that none of us that we are here tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ àti ẹ̀yin tẹ́ tún gbèjà wọn tẹ́ ń polówó fún wọn kò ní jọmọ yín lọ máa ṣerú ẹ̀ fún. I pray that it doesn't come to us because you're comfortable in a country and you don't know what people are going through. Ṣé báwa la wà ń bí báyìí? Tó bá jẹ́ pé bó ṣe ṣe nìyẹn ó yẹ ká jókòó ká máa wò nìyẹn, but it's touching on us. People are coming into our inboxes to beg daily. To beg daily. Ìyà ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn gidi kò ń ṣe kékeré. Tó bá lọ dá business sílẹ̀ sí Nàìjíríà, wọ́n máa ń rún ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni, kò dẹ̀ kí ń ṣẹ́jọ́ wọn náà nítorí pé àwọn gan òrówó jẹ ni. Bó ṣe máa jalè lọ́wọ́ máa wá, kò sí ẹni tó fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ kankan Nàìjíríà mọ́, ó lè tó máa jí lọ́wọ́ ẹ ni. Ẹ wo àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tó kó yẹn. Àwọn ọmọ president tiwa ò sí nínú wọn o. Àwọn ọmọ Ṣèyí Tinubu tẹ̀ ń campaign fún òsì nínú wọn o. Ṣèyí children, I'm sure they don't live in Nigeria. And if they live in Nigeria, you cannot see them how they see your own children everywhere. But you are laying your lives down for them because of the little change. They came to this UK the other time. They paid you people 50 pounds. I mean 250 pounds. I saw someone that made a video and said he just collected their money. Yes, bravo to you that you got their money. But I want to remind us, people are suffering in Nigeria. Yanja when you're giddy go. Owó lé àti rí sangan wàhálà owó oúnjẹ tó máa jẹ wọn ló jẹ ti cheap ṣé owó wà láti máa fi oúnjẹ ọ̀hún ni. How much are they being paid? And now the kidnapping is now a business that people are establishing it. It's a business, non-business now. They know that if they kidnap people, they will ask for ransom. Because the government did not, hear them well or listen to them 2 days ago. Just one day, when they paman, one of them, not yipaye, and they have over 100 and something people there, including children. You can see that woman with her own baby. How heartless can they be? Dr. Those people there, the students and their teachers and workers of that school, ensure that you do everything to bring them out. We know you pay for them. You're always paying ransom, so there's no doubt about it. Go and pay the ransom and leave them. Nothing must happen to them. Because definitely, Baba Wagumi, you know where they are. He's saying that the government is not giving them what they need. You can imagine. Lọ sanwó fáwọn bandits yo, kẹgbà àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ jáde àtàwọn teachers tó àwọn náà ní family ńlé ìyẹn nìyẹn. Thank you everybody. I wish them safe arrival back home. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ní fojú sunkún kankan nínú wọn lágbára Ọlọ́run. Yeah, like I said, people have been tagging me and asking me that why am I supporting a woman who was cheating on her husband while in that man's home. Yes, they believe that, you understand, my platform is one of the platforms where we say the truth, and I still stand to tell you that we stand for the truth here. Believe me, if what I've said has, upset some set of people, please come over and let me explain to you better. My take on this, and my take still stands as my take. Okay? To me, I am not saying, I'm not promoting promiscuity. Okay? For somebody to be married and be cheating in that marriage, I am not promoting it. Please get it right. But on this particular case, I still stand to be corrected. A lot of men, you have pushed your women out there into what they are doing today. It's because it's a woman now, yeah? And because some of us are saying, of course, they are tasting their own bitter pills. That is why you guys are now saying, women now are supporting infidelity in marriages. No, never. Erelu, good evening, ma. Thank you so much for the other day, ma. God bless you, ma. Mami wa Erelu, ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ọ̀yọ́ state, ma. Ẹ jẹ́ bá pa àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì kan jọ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Wọ́n ti pa kan nínú àwọn teachers yẹn. Wọ́n ti gé orí ẹ̀ lénìí. And we believe that Yorùbá kí nílẹ̀ yìí náà, olóyè ní nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, wọ́n ti ń wá sí Yorùbá land o. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká rí láburú o, mọ́mì. Ẹ jẹ́ bá pè wọ́n o. Because they are all about politics now. Because of women's reaction to this case, I can bring everybody up if you want to come up now. You are shocked because believe pé àwọn obìnrin lè dìde sọ̀rọ̀. Rò pé business as usual ni. Kò yé yín. Let me tell you something. You're welcome, everyone, as I bring you up. Auntie Mashabe Kaboma. Let me tell you my stand on it. I am not promoting that lady for what she did. I am not applauding Chike for sleeping with someone else's wife, okay? But I still stand for you to know the truth. A lot of women, and they said we are, capitalizing on the fact that the man had an interview and said is a malice keeper, okay? I am not standing alone on that. I'm standing on the recent events of how men comes up on social media to boast about men are polygamous in nature. I have always been against you coming out to boast and make it look as if it's a norm for men to cheat. It's not a norm for anyone to cheat, whether a man or a woman. No one has the right to cheat. A marriage is a place where two of you have come together in front of man and God and man and said, okay, you're giving your own oath. So what gives that man the right to be saying men are polygamous in nature? Yes, men can do it, but it's a shameful thing for a woman to do. I still stand on it that yes, it's shameful for a woman to cheat. When you have issue in your marriage and you think you cannot mend it, walk out. But come on. What gives that man, what gives you men the right to come everywhere that you are? And you also, even when a man is being caught like this, they will still have that story of, yes, men and, polygamous in nature. And so many of you have pushed your women out. In the case of this particular Sandra, they said it's because she was having an affair. That was why the man was doing the malice. No. His first wife has come out to talk about it. She said he's an abuser. He's an abuser. A woman beater. So if the first wife had come out to talk about that, you can imagine what Sandra went through before she decided to do what she was doing. Nobody is saying, oh, Sandra did the perfect thing. No. Did he push Sandra out in the first place? Because if you are saying you are a malice keeper, your wife has done something, I don't know what she did to you, and you decided not to speak to her for 2 months in the same home. There are lots of men out there that would deceive your women. They don't have anything to do with them. Wọ́n lè fẹ́ o. Ṣùgbọ́n women need that shoulder to cry on. And they will go and cry on the shoulder that will destroy their marriage. I have come to give awareness on you handling your women well. Stop this attitude of a woman cannot go anywhere. A woman has no right to do it. Some will dare you and do it, and nothing will happen. You have taken so much advantage of women that you feel that there is nothing they can do. They have no voice. Women are finding their voices now. Even some of them that are not even cheating in retaliation, they will cheat with their achievements. Women now feel like most ẹ̀yin lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ obìnrin ní àfojúdi. Àwọn obìnrin tí ò lè wò yín lójúmọ́ ẹ ti ń jẹ́ ká máa feel bígbà tẹ́gbẹ́ we have no choice, we just have to live by it. The society has made the women so weak that we can't speak out again. When a woman speaks out, what is the big deal? She both cheats ni. You men are good at sleeping with your housemates. You're sleeping with your wife's friends, and she will still forgive you. You sleep with their siblings, cousins, they will still forgive you. And you have made it look as if it is a norm. No. The moment you realize that it is the same blood that you have that those women have, a change. I am not applauding cheating in marriages. No. And for Chike, if you like, shout from tomorrow till today. Ìyàwó yín ló lọ bá Chike or Chike, whichever. Because you heard when she was still saying, let's do the silly thing for the last time. She was still begging for his banana. So if you're not satisfying your women at home, you're not giving them time, there are men out there. So Chike is not the problem for sleeping with that girl. It is you that you should set yourself that you don't know how to handle your women. That's why your woman is out there. I feel for him when I heard one of the voice notes where he was saying that He actually begged that guy to leave his wife. How did he get to that point? How? Mommy Abike, let me give you time to speak out now. It's 37. Good evening, Mommy Abike. Hello, Mommy. Mommy Abike.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma. Good evening, ma. Yes, ma.
Thank you for the education and the knowledge that you imparted into every one of us on this platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma.
Honestly, I've not been following these particular topic that you're dealing with.
The first one, ma, please speak first on that one, because that one is the Yoruba thing, ma. They went to a school and abducted children and staff, and they beheaded the teacher's head today.
I'll come to that, because that one, to be honest with you, don't let me even start with that one. But my only advice as a mother to everyone listening this evening, I just want to appreciate those of you that are there already. Good evening to you. Please apologize for my manners. I don't think women should be treated in such a disrespectful manner. According to the Bible, women should be handled with care and love. But what I usually, plead or say to people, to couple, is that it's totally uncalled for a responsible man to be keeping malice with his wife. And it is totally unacceptable for both either men or women to cheat on each other. If either of them is not happy in their marriages or relationship, if we had a society where men like both are unable to sort of mend things between themselves, I'd rather say to them, I advise them to seek therapy. If it doesn't work, and maybe there is no children in that relationship, I will advise them to go their separate ways. Because the more that they are managing that relationship, the more they damage themselves, the more difficult it becomes. But whereby there are children involved, then care has to be taken. Position. I have not been following, their cases, to be honest. But I just want to say to everybody that are listening this evening that it is totally, it's not nice either on women or men for either of the two to cheat on themselves. That is, I've been hearing it that men can cheat, but women cannot do that. That shouldn't be the case. It's not acceptable. It's either you're a lawyer or you're not. If you're not ready to cope in the marriage, the best bet is for you to leave. Because you must save life. You must save, someone from, the price or otherwise. I personally, like I said, I'm not someone that will preach that stay in that marriage and get more damage. I'm not going to do that. Well, as I do not encourage divorce, but then you want to do something to benefit your mental health, not something that will sort of, damage you more. So, both men and women, we just have to respect each other. I don't know where marriages is going into these days, to be honest. I think it's something that we need to debate more on, because our children are coming. And that means the institution of marriage is damaged already. And it's going. So that's all I'm going to say pertaining to this topic. And thank you for asking me to chip in. The Oro Yoruba, in fact, Auntie Ajoke, in fact, me, fellow sorry social media learning, to be honest with you. Because when you go in there, the first thing that comes that you see is about this teacher, Timothy Head.
Oh, God.
I've
forget abiyamọ, even human being, wọn kì í pẹran bí wọ́n ṣe pa máa yẹn. Mi fẹ́ dá sí because there was a mo ti bá wọn agitate fún this kind of a thing nígbà tá a ṣe Yorùbá. Also sad. I've been thinking about it, but should I come out and do a program? But I can't because I'm too emotional about it. And I'm using this opportunity. Láti pé èmi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ kí wọ́n fèèyàn joyè àwòdì kó má lè gbé díẹ̀. Àní government in Nigeria. There's nothing like government in Nigeria. Governance is zero. Whereby see àwọn kan terrorize àwọn community kan. And the government, they can't do anything about it. It's difficult for them. Let's handle it. It's so, in fact, it was so disappointing. And the one thing, so far, what all abroad, you become a bonle. You know what one say for God's sake. Where is the safety? Where is the safety? Safety is number one. I don't even know what to say. To be honest, I tell you, okay, because really me elementalize that each time. Because tí bàbá Tinubu ò bá lè ṣe bí ìgbà kan ni Trump fẹ́ wá ṣe bá wà lálé Trump padà. Ṣé bá wà lálé padà? Ká nípa ti gbà láyè. Ṣé bó ló dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wa pé Nàìjíríà ló tún àṣírí second in command Gómi? I mean, ISIS rather. Ṣé tá bá ti gbà láyè gbogbo àwọn kan tó yẹ kó ṣe ìyá ti ṣe? Kí ló fẹ́ jí Nàìjíríà? Ó ju epo tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ jí iye mi àtẹ̀yìn ní access to it. Family èmi àti yín ò ní access to it. Àwọn náà ni wọ́n ń jẹ. Tó bá jẹ́pọ̀ yẹn ló fẹ́ wá gbé. Ó ta bá ní safety security in our country. Ṣé bọ́kàn wa máa balẹ̀? Bí bọ́wá tẹ̀jẹ̀ gàrí inú kan là ń mu. A ní family síbẹ̀. Ẹ̀rù ń bà everybody láti jáde. Fear is all over everybody in that country. Èmi ò mọ̀ bóyá tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti gbé ọmọ president, tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti gbé ọmọ governor, tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ń gbé gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní House of Assembly or wherever, bóyá wọ́n ti rí nǹkan ṣe sí. But because àwọn ọmọ aláìní ni wọ́n ń gbé, àwọn ọmọ tálíkà, àwọn tí wọ́n tí lè jóúnjẹ méjì lójúmọ́, tó jẹ́ pé by force ni wọ́n fi jẹ ọkàn, àwọn ni wọ́n lọ ń gbé. I am calling on our president, Baba Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am calling on you, sir, because if it's difficult for you to manage, you can seek for help. You have in the past. Tabale seek for help. Why can't we seek for help? Why can't we seek for help? For them to come to our aid. Ṣó dìgbà tí wọ́n bá pa torí pa ti pọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ fi wí pé kọ́ máa pa àwọn èèyàn wa yẹn ló máa reduce the population. We are begging you, Mr. President. We are not being rude to you. We are begging, we are appealing to you to do something about this. It's too much. Àwa nìkan kọ́ la wà ní Africa. Àwa nìkan kọ́ Burkina Faso níbẹ̀ yẹn. Bó ṣe kéré tó wọ́n chase wọn out of their country. We are giant of nothing. We are giant of nothing. We are nobody. Nobody even wants to see us because, oh Lord, God, please.
It is well.
Àwọn èèyàn tí ẹ fẹ́ máa gbúròó orúkọ Nàìjíríà tó close Yorùbá because wọ́n ti rí wa as non-entities. They mind the country wa. Kò sí nǹkan tá a lè ṣe ju pé party kó ṣàmárì wa ká máa wọṣọ. That is all what we are good for. Mr. President, sir, with all due respect to you, sir, to your governance, is that time? I think campaign for 2027. And your subject, people that are under your canopy, under your umbrella, they are not even safe. And you are campaigning, you want them to vote for you. What are we voting for? Sir, kí ni ká wá máa vote fún yín fún? Ṣé pé kẹ́ tún lè padà síbẹ̀ kán lè máa pa wọn mọ́, kán máa pa wá lọ sí ni? And Southwest ló ti pọ̀ sí jù. Sọ pé wọ́n ṣe ní other part of Nigeria. But ó pọ̀ gan ni ní Southwest. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń bá bọ̀ nìyẹn. Bàbá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa wò nìyẹn.
wọ́n ní ọba tó jẹ tí ìlú tòrò orúkọ ò ní parẹ́ bàbá. Èyí tó dẹ̀ jẹ tó rí bó ṣe rí iná orúkọ ò ní parẹ́. But I want you to know, sir, that wọ́n ní ọká bí ọmọ sílẹ̀ ò bí oró. Ẹ láwọn ọmọ, ẹ lọ́mọ ọmọ. So táyì bá tiẹ̀ ti lo life yìí to the fullest. What about your children? What about your grandchildren? What about your great-grandchildren, sir? Mr. President? Please, sir. Nigerians are calling you. Yorubas are calling on you. Christians are calling on you. Muslims are also calling on you. So please come to our aid. Eléyìí ti pọ̀ jù. Eléyìí ti pọ̀ jù. Gbogbo alárí abiyamọ obìnrin yẹn bó ṣe ń sunkún.
Ẹ wò pẹ̀lú ọmọ lẹ́yìn.
Ó ń pè yín pẹ̀lú ọmọ lẹ́yìn. Bí èèyàn bá jorí àwọn, ẹkún máa gbọ́n ni wípé what is this? Irú kọ́ńtìrì wo làwa jẹ́ òun la fẹ́ gbọ́ nínú gbogbo wàhálà yìí? Tàbí wá sí ibẹ̀ náà bí mi sí. Ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n bí mi sí tí mo dàgbà síbi tó wá sí ìlú òyìnbó. It was never like this. Ẹ dìde kẹ́ ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Èèyàn kò lè ṣe. Ìgbà táwọn kan bá ṣáwà kan máa pull ẹ̀ down. Tí gbogbo Nàìjíríà tí gbogbo South West Nàìjíríà tá bá dìde against gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tá pariwo mọ́ bàbá Tinubu tá láàní vote tí ò sí vote tí ò tá jẹ́ kó sí election then wọ́n á mọ ìwà lóúnjẹ àjẹsùn.
God bless you.
Àsìkò yìí fẹ́ gbogbo yín Gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé engineer Gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé sir. Even though I don't know, I think this is your second term. And I don't know if you are still going to be there. But history, kò ní gbàgbé yín. And so, I am begging of you. What you're doing, you're trying your best, but your best is not enough yet. We need you to do more. We want to see you. Because you know, gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tó ní agbára. Ẹ tí gbé ìgbésẹ̀ o. Bóyá ẹ tún ti rí àwọn fídíò arákùnrin kan tó ní kí wọ́n bá wọn máa share whatever post to post wípé àwọn táwọn wà ní forest tán send lọ síta wípé agbára ti pin àwọn need the help àwọn need the more.
Wow, ṣáwọn soldiers.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Hey
And the
God.
law was it. I'll send it to you.
Oh God.
Ó wà káàkiri, ó wà lórí Facebook. I am begging, I don't even know what else to say. Bóyá àìfẹ̀lẹ̀kẹ́bò sí wa òun ló jẹ́ ká bára wa ń bi tá a wà yìí torí ìgbà tá a ṣe Yorùbá nation ní ọdún náà lọ́hùn-ún ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà tá à ń ṣe mo fẹ́ lórúkọ mo fẹ́ kó jẹ́ mi ni wọ́n gbọ́ mo fẹ́ kó jẹ́ mi ni mo
lọ fi bàjẹ́.
ó jẹ́ kó fi bà gbogbo ìrìn àjò yẹn jẹ́. Now we are back to square one. It's even worse than what it was nígbà yẹn. But now ojú wa ti já báyìí. Mo fi àsìkò yìí pé gbogbo Nigerians àwa Yorùbá àti gbogbo ẹ̀yà yòókù wípé ká fira wa ṣe ọ̀kan. We need to come together because we are divided. And that is why all these things are happening in our lórí ilẹ̀ baba ńlá baba wa. We are divided. Àwọn ọba fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan tó wù wọ́n, àwọn ọba ń jayé orí wọn, àwọn ìjọba náà ń ṣe titi wọn, ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà ń ṣe titi ẹ̀ nítorí pé bámúbámú ni wọ́n yó. Tí ò bá ti àwọn kò sí tó kò they are not bothered. I'm using this forum, this opportunity to campaign, to beg you because ẹ wo tí èèyàn bá ní sùúrù ó máa jẹran tó jẹrin lọ. Gbogbo campaign tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe yẹn gbèsègbè kan ẹ jẹ́ ká face this insecurity in Yoruba land. This is a topic. Mo máa ń sọ wípé one day let's just assume àwọn ìlú kan wà tí wọ́n fẹ́ Nàìjíríà ń bẹ. America is practicing it as well as much as they can or they could. Ń sìn pé wọ́n fẹ́ rí Nàìjíríà lọ́dọ̀ wọn àwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gan they are trying to sort of kó gbé wọn padà lọ́ní. Lẹ́sàsùn pé ilẹ̀ kan wọ́n lọ́jọ́ kan tí wọ́n lé gbogbo wa kúrò níbi tá a sọ John sí pé ká padà sílé. Ilé wo là ń lọ báyìí?
Padà sí.
Ilé wo là ń lọ for God's sake? And this is the reason even those people in Nigeria tí wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ ní voice because they are scared wípé kó má lọ gbé wọn kó má lọ mú wọn kó má lọ jẹ́ pé àwọn náà máa fi ṣe scapegoat. What about those people that wà ní diaspora everywhere in the world? Kò síbi tí ò sí Nigeria. Why can't we come together? Ká fi voice wa ṣe yọkan. ká pariwo ká pe gbogbo àgbáyé láti pé kó wá support orílẹ̀-èdè wa. We need to come together. I'm begging everyone. I don't know what else to say, but it's very, very, in fact, if there's another word to say, I am sad. That is the word. Because me I came back from work, mo de cook oúnjẹ tí ma jẹ, mo jóúnjẹ yẹn lọ́wọ́, mo de tún wo Facebook, and immediately I just couldn't eat my food anymore. Ṣẹ́rù ò bá yín ni, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ ṣẹ́rù ò bá yín ni, tẹ́ bá wà bá ti fail.
So sad.
Báwo bá tiẹ̀ save tá ti wà níbi tí ààbò wà fún wa, àwọn ẹbí wa tó wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
Àwa náà lólè. À ń lólè àǹtí. Àwa náà ń lólè. Gbogbo èyí tẹ́ wà ń lo ìbò náà lè ń lólè.
Why did you help me? I'm so sorry.
Emake àǹtí, it is well. I know how we feel. We all Nigerians, we are all Nigerians. And that is why we are calling on everybody. You people that you have collected money from politicians to campaign for them. Use that their money to campaign against all this.
Social medias. Because the platforms for this purpose. That is see me or if truly we love our country, if truly that country means a lot to us, it may not be missing differences can't join together for once. People want my sorrow, lórí insecurity maybe we call it. I am tired. I don't have energy. I don't have that power to change anything.
See, it is well. It is well. I allowed you to speak first because number one, mo mọ̀ pé olóyè ní nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo dẹ̀ believe pé ẹ máa bá wọn ṣe meeting. Káwọn ọba wa náà dìde sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Kí gbogbo wọn náà wá nǹkan tó máa ṣe. A dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ẹ close mọ́ bàbá wa Gani Adams. Kí làwọn náà ń ṣe? People are just, things are getting worse. We are not getting better in that country, ma. Okay, maybe you have something to tell us. I know how sad it is. And sincerely, I saw it.
And in fact, close nearly àwọn bá tí mo mọ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo wọn mo close pẹ̀lú tí mo dẹ̀ lè sọ̀rọ̀. But the problem is, wọ́n ní igi kan kì í dágbó ṣe àbí ìgbòho yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mà, ẹ pa mi mà, bẹ́ẹ̀ni mà.
Ibi tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ ti fẹ́yìn, èèyàn kì í dárí ń bẹ̀ torí kò sẹ́ni tó máa bá gbé. Gbogbo wa ẹ má jẹ́ ká. Let's call a spade a spade and be honest with one another. Wherever tí a bá ti ní against Gani Adams, that's fine. Kò séèyàn tó gbọ́n tán láyé yìí, including myself. I'm learning every day ni mo learn. Having said that, this man is ready láti kó àwọn ọmọ ogun síta pé kí wọ́n wọnú igbó lọ. On the face our people here. But ìjọba ò fún wọn ní go ahead. And you know that our country. Máa jó lọ ni mò ń wọ ẹ̀yìn ẹ. Tó bá dojú àwọn èèyàn máa sá padà ni. If only àti Sunday Igboho, as far as I'm concerned, èmi ò yan anybody ní ìpọ̀sí. Mo wà lẹ́yìn Sunday Igboho, mo wà lẹ́yìn Baba Gani Adams. If tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì wa bá lè sọwọ́ pọ̀ pẹ̀lú Baba Gani Adams àti Sunday Igboho kan unite wọn together rather than separating them, rather than causing fights or unnecessary argument between them. Tó bá pè wọ́n jọ sí àwùjọ, kó fún wọn ní àṣẹ wípé ìjọba wà lẹ́yìn yín. Àwọn nǹkan ọjà rèé bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́ fẹ́ kówó lè ra nǹkan ọjà fún wọn kẹ́ ní kí wọ́n bọ́ síta kẹ́ wá wò bóyá wọ́n máa ṣe àbí wọn ní ṣe. But whereby tí ìjọba ò fọwọ́ sí, if any one of them dares tí wọ́n lọ ṣe ti àyà gbangba, ìjọba máa padà lẹ́yìn wọn because ẹ ti mọ̀ nígbà politics wà lókè tí wọ́n ń play pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. It's all about politics. Ìjọba mọ̀ sí ara wọn náà ló ṣe gbogbo wàhálà ló fún wa ní gbogbo ló ń gbé gbogbo ogun tá à ń rí ló ń gbé wá fún wa. Ara ìjọba ni kì í ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n mọ̀ sí. Because ẹ bá tún ṣe désàlẹ̀ kòkò, a mọ̀ bí àwọn bandits ṣe dé Nàìjíríà. You and I know, tẹ́ bá tiẹ̀ mọ gbogbo ẹ̀ pọ̀ díẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé àwa náà la kó wọn wá. Àwa la fọwọ́ ara wa la fi fa jọgọdì wá sí Nàìjíríà. Lára àwọn tó dẹ̀ fà wá sí Nàìjíríà, wọn already pé káwọn yẹn kó kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ because ibẹ̀ náà ti lè kówó. The truth has to be said. Ṣó ti yé yín?
Yes, ma'am.
Kọ́ ẹnìkan fún Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò láti wá dìde pé mo fẹ́ lọ ṣàyà gbàǹgbà láì ṣe pé ìjọba lọ́wọ́ sí. It's going to be extremely difficult. That's what I want you guys to know. All the time, lẹ́yìn ní alẹ́ mo ṣì bá Major General, retired Major General kan sọ̀rọ̀ ní alẹ́ yìí lórí insecurity, especially in the Southwest. A dẹ̀ máa ṣe conference all the time lórí nǹkan báyìí. How do we go about it? Regardless gbogbo nǹkan tó wù ká ṣe, tí ìjọba ò bá ti sọ wípé ó ti yá àwọn báàkì àwọn méjì yẹn up àti other people tí wọ́n ní agbára. Ṣebí some years back nígbà tá à ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation, gbogbo àwọn groups tí wọ́n ní agbára ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n ìjọba fún wọn ní go ahead. They are not in support of the movement. Until then, tí wọ́n bá wà in support of it. Ìgbà yẹn làwọn wọ̀nyí lè dìde láti jà fún wọn. Know that mo ń gbèjà Baba Gani Adams tàbí mo ń gbèjà Sunday Igboho. I'm telling you the honest truth. Àfi àwọn tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n gbà bọ̀dé tó jẹ́ ìkà tó jẹ́ ara wọn ni wọn ò ní support nǹkan tí mo sọ. Tí wọ́n bá lè fáwọn méjì yẹn ní go ahead tó fún wọn ní nǹkan ọjà, you wait and see what will happen. But unfortunately, wọ́n fún wọn ní go ahead. Gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe ojú ayé lásán ni kò dé ní. At some point, àwọn méjèèjì yìí wọ́n ti ṣe meeting pẹ̀lú àwọn ọbaas ní àfihàn ní bàbá wọn onírìṣà. Wípé báwo la ṣe fẹ́ move country yìí forward tá a máa bọ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn bandits wọ̀nyí. That meeting took place ní Ọọ̀ni's palace. And majority àwọn ọba ló attend the meeting yẹn. But kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn meeting yẹn? Nothing. Kò sí follow up. Double support. And this is where we are calling on Kábíyèsí Ọọ̀nirìṣà Kádépẹ́ Lórìṣà. This is where we need you as the head of the Obas. Láti take the lead. Kẹ́ gbé ẹkún wa, kẹ́ gbé ìdààmú wa lọ síwájú ìjọba wípé nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ni kí ìjọba support, kí ìjọba káti ẹ̀gbèjà ara wa, káti ẹ̀ tó máa pe outsiders ní pé kó wá support wa níbo la jáde. Nígbà tí kì í ṣe pé àti ẹ̀ ní agbára kankan. Ogun sì wà síbẹ̀. Ogun wà síbẹ̀, àwọn alágbára dẹ̀ sì wà síbẹ̀. Wọ́n sì wà lórílẹ̀-èdè wa. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣá fún wọn lágbára láti ṣiṣẹ́. Òun náà nìyẹn tẹ́ bá mú bandits kan wọn lè pa wọ́n. Àjọkẹ́, you know this. They are not allowed to be touched. They are not allowed to be tortured. They are not allowed to be killed. Tó bá mú wọn. Tó bá ti mú wọn, wọ́n náà kó wọn lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá. Wọ́n gbé wọn lọ court. At the end of the day, kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láti court? Wọ́n dá wọn lẹ̀. After some few months, wọ́n dá wọn lẹ̀. Wọ́n á tún gbówó rẹpẹtẹ fún wọn.
Wọ́n ní wọ́n ti repentant Boko Haram.
So I don't know where we go from here, to be honest.
Okay, ma. Thank you very much.
I don't know where we go from here.
Thank you, ma. We'll continue to use our little voices to speak to them, and we hope they will listen to us. And we are calling on all of you that you have collected money from politicians to please, speak on this particular one. They need to listen to us. Thank you so much, Mommy. Thank you. Let's listen to Mr. Bayo. Mr. Bayo, Professor Abista. Ruthless, Emma Bino, you are from the home, so you sit down comfortably, ma. Mr. Star.
Yeah, good evening, Auntie.
Good evening, ma. Wait, good evening, sir. Auntie Ashabi, where are you now? People can't see me, Lo. Go on.
So, first of all, I'm at work here because of the noise, yeah?
Okay, sir.
Basically, I'm listening to what the auntie said earlier on, the auntie that just finished, okay? The truth is, yeah, the case the kings, I mean, the Oba, they cannot do anything concerning insecurity in Nigeria, and they cannot give them Gani Adams and Sunday go, to go fight against these people. Because I'm a kind of person. When issue like this happen, we need to, for example, when somebody is being sick, we need to first of all diagnose, the
before medicine, you do the diagnosis first.
Understand? But if we're going to diagnose the issue of Nigeria, our issue started from that
we can't hear you. Kilo she, you, uncle.
Nigerian constitution doesn't protect the Yorubas, neither the Igbos. You understand? Nigerian constitution is for the Northerners. Nigerian constitution protect the Muslims. You understand? So we Yorubas and the Igbo were just like dust before Nigeria. And anything called Nigeria is North. If you look carefully, you realize that when the Northerners are protesting, police or soldiers, they will die there. Nothing will happen to them. But watch, when the Yorubas and Igbo are protesting, we are just animals. We are the enemy of Nigeria. Therefore, they can do whatever anything they want to do with us. Their aim and objective is to Islamize Nigeria. We'll see anything, the case, they cannot do nothing. Until come Komalo party, one from one party to another. You understand? Once the MRE, even Buhari Paris said this, killing the Boko Harams and all of that, is like killing the Northerners. You understand? So if our politicians really meant good for us, 2027 election year can suspend it. But no, wait a minute. Without amending Nigeria constitution, nothing, and then we should just forget about the 2027 election. Without amending that constitution, and the Northerners don't want that to happen. So all Tinubu is doing right now, just protecting his political career. All our Yorubas politicians, they are just protecting their political career. The human king, they remain handicapped. Because at the end of the day, Sheyima cannot do anything if the governor, if the president don't give him the go ahead. Can you feel where Polati fight insecurity? Listen, it will have been so worse. Can you play Donald Trump? Can you play Kodasa or Nigeria? It will be far to battle worse to go. It's because of Donald Trump. Okay, if actually we want to tackle insecurity, what is Gumi still doing? Gumi is supposed to be behind by now.
Hey, and Gumi is coming out to even defend bandits.
Exactly. So,
thank you, princess.
So, though there's no way we're going to have a peaceful nation, and we can never have peaceful Nigeria. We can never have peaceful nation at all. I remember when Sunday were agitated last time for Yoruba nation, Buhari went after him. Now, indirectly or directly, Gumi is agitating, he's fighting for terrorists, but Tinubu remained to do what? He meant to keep silent without touching him. So who are we?
Thank you, princess.
We Yorubas and Igbo, we don't have a country. We are just like slaves before these people. We are just like a slave before them. What the bunch of power on here?
But even it is not about Igbo and Yoruba alone now, sir. Even in Plateau State, you can see what is going on there.
The reason why I'm referring to Yoruba and Igbo, we are majority. While the Plateau State and all that, they are just minority. You understand? So when I'm referring to this,
thank you, princess. Thank you so much.
So, they need peaceful nation. You understand? We cannot have a peaceful nation. It's because I'm a Christian and I read Bible. When I read Isaiah 56, 1 to 9, I just shook my head. I said, no, fuck it. Sorry for my language. I said, nah, we can't have a good nation. Nigeria refuses to maintain justice. And if we're going to maintain justice, right, let us visit our constitution. That's why I only listen to Daily Farotimi. He's so good.
Farotimi.
You understand? Because that's why you only blast all these pastors. Even me, I don't like Nigerian pastors. They are so useless. The majority of Nigerian pastors are so useless. They're just like mule-tailed dogs, as the Bible says. They are mule-tailed that they cannot back. You understand? So, we cannot have peaceful country until that constitution is visited. About to address it or another constitution, social media will continue shouting, ranting on social media, and nothing will be done. And the insecurity will continue to get worse and worse. Now, our main problem is to tackle the constitution. And Nigerians, I pity the Nigerians. They don't even know, majority of them are graduates. I can't even say that some of them are graduates, but yet they don't know anything about their constitution. And that constitution is where our problem lies.
So if they don't tackle the constitution first, there is nothing they can do.
There's nothing we can do. Because anything called Nigeria is enough. And the constitution was written by the military. And they practice democracy. So what we still do with the constitution written by military? Now democracy, what we still do with that? That's where our problem lies. If I listen to when Buhari was in power, I listened to Commodore Lao. He said on TV, I think on AIT, if I'm not mistaken, he said these people say they want to Islamize the country. He said it, and that's their plan. That's why they are spreading to Yoruba land.
An updated constitution has been used.
Yeah. So if we don't destroy that constitution, there's no way out until that constitution is dismantled. Our structure in Nigeria is so useless. We have bad structure in place. Until we dismantle that bad structure, if we fail to dismantle that bad structure, there's no way out. We will continue to be a sacrifice lamb. I used to cry when I look at the way Nigerians being killed. I used to cry, but now I can't cry anymore.
Hey.
And that's sometimes when I see that, I can't cry anymore. I used to cry, but now I can't cry anymore because even when my missus was like, "We'll get your little money because I'm tired of crying." I said, "I'm tired. I can't cry any longer." I said, "I can't cry because these people, our politicians, don't love us." One Korea. I used to tell something there.
And then Bowolo Watumba campaign.
I said, justice is from the Lord. Justice is from the Lord, and justice from Satan. Nigeria refuse to embrace justice, but they accommodate injustice.
Thank you, sir.
So our country we cannot have a peaceful nation until the needful thing is done. That's the only solution.
Thank you, sir.
There's nothing they can do because I had to call anyone for a long time.
It is even the local government that's controlling them. But we just want them to have their voices out there. You understand?
This is not recognized. And you don't last about recognized.
No, I want to sorrow now. She bomba won polowo bo. I want to buy polowo bo now. So all
this our case, the king we have in Nigeria, they just head them to what's it called? Just escape my mind right now.
Figurehead.
Politician man shooting. I forgot. Oh shit.
We figurehead. They won't can joke with baby.
There's nothing. The authority will be taken away from their mouth. They don't have nothing to say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you, sir. Auntie Sheun. Àbí kí kọ́ jẹ́ kí Mr. Bayo sọ̀rọ̀ because ọkùnrin. Mr. Bayo, do you want to speak first? Mr. Bayo tẹ̀tí lọ. Auntie Sheun, then Ruth. Ẹ kálẹ́ mà. Ẹ jẹ́ máa bá wa mú the second topic here náà, two of them, speak on the two, please. Thank you, ma.
All right. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ni ká kọ́kọ́ sọ. Tí ọ̀rọ̀ Chike Sandra. Eré orí ìtàgé lèmi rò pọ̀ ń ṣe o. Kò yé mi mọ́ bí táyé ìwà ń kọrí sí o, kò yé mi mọ́. In as much as it's not my nature láti encourage obìnrin pé kó ṣe ṣìnà àbí kó ṣe ànàbí yẹ ká condemn ẹ̀ ni. But with the kind of a man tí ọ̀gá edoho jẹ́ yẹn, mo kàn rẹ́rìn ni. Pé so ẹ wá rí bó ṣe ń rí. Ẹ wá rí bó ṣe ń rí ara ẹ̀ ò wá gbà mọ́.
Ara gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin ò gbà gbogbo wọn pátápátá Nàìjíríà ni.
Ìtọ́wọ́ ẹjọ́ mi lójú ni.
Èpè ló ń gbàwọ̀ obìnrin ṣe.
Ìjọba máa bẹ ọkùnrin ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ pé ìjọ fi ìyàwó mi sílẹ̀. Ó mà ṣe o. In as much as mi ò fẹ́ káwọn obìnrin máa ṣe nàbí, but èmi rò pé àwọn ọkùnrin kan wà tán deserve irú experience bẹ́yìn. Because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn obìnrin, àwọn ọkùnrin àmì, àwọn níkà nínú. Wọ́n níkà nínú ní nǹkan tó ti fojú àwọn obìnrin ìyàwó lé.
Mr. Bayo ẹ̀kọ́ ṣubú lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ ni Ọlọ́run ní ṣẹ́kẹ̀ ṣubú ẹ̀kọ́ jáde kú. Okay, network.
Social media.
Okay. Àǹtí ara lélẹ̀ yẹn yẹ ká sáré jẹ́ kí Mr. Bayo sọ̀rọ̀ ká gbọ́ pẹ̀tọ́. Mr. Bayo yẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ àgbọ̀ yìí. Ẹ káalẹ́ sà. Mo ń gbádùn àti ṣeun. Ẹ káalẹ́ sà.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà wa ta wà ní diaspora ó ń pa wá lẹ́kún ó dẹ̀ ń bà wá nú jẹ́ in all aspects. Ó ń pa wá lẹ́kún ó ń bà wá nú jẹ́ àwa tó jẹ́ pé àkànlápá wa ṣiṣẹ́ bí ká padà sílé ká wá máa rest.
Hello my darling.
Lẹ́yìn sọkún yẹn mo wà emotional. Because ó mọ̀ ó dùn ní. Bó ṣe rí bàbá wa máa ń pòwe kan. Ó ṣe sísá Àbíkẹ́ wà ní online fẹ́ ká máa gbọ́.
Mọ́mí Àbíkẹ́ wọ́n ń gbọ́ yín.
Wọ́n tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọn. Bàbá wa máa ń pòwe kan sísá Àbíkẹ́ wọ́n ní amókun ẹrù ẹ̀wọ́ olókèlè ń wò ẹ̀ òwò lẹ̀. Ẹ rí gbogbo ìjọ sọ wípé wọ́n lọ́wọ́ àtàkàn bá ń tì. Àwọn tó ń fìnáǹsì wọn wáyé tí ẹ bá fẹ́ pa kinní kan àti rúùtù lèyàn ti máa pa nǹkan yẹn. Kí ni bàbá wa Tinubu wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ but àwọn tó ń fìnáǹsì wọn Ọlọ́run nìkan lèèyàn ò lè gbé Ọlọ́run nìkan lèèyàn ò lè bá ṣẹjọ́. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n gbé wọn tó ń fìnáǹsì wọn táyé tí wọ́n yóò bá rí owó tí wọ́n fi ń fìnáǹsì wọn they will not continue this effort.
Ẹ ṣáà rí Mr. Gumi.
Ẹ pariwo tìgbẹ́dá dance ní ṣẹlẹ̀ gbowó ní gbogbo yẹn orí à ń tìtẹ̀ lórí ni a ò tìtẹ̀ from the roof. Ìgbà tí mo wo news ní ìdájí dáa pé news ọ̀làǹsìn tẹ́ bá ti wọnú íńtánẹ̀tì a máa rí nǹkan tó ń lọ Nàìjíríà mo ń sọkún ni pé wọ́n lọ àwọn people wọn ti dé south before you know wọ́n fẹ́ gbé kó máa lọ́wọ́ kí ni aims and objectives wọn kí ni aims wọn objectives wọn kí ni problem ṣé tí Ọlọ́run tó ẹgbọ́rọ̀ religion bá ní wọn àmọ́ kan tí wọ́n ń ṣe orí wọn dẹ̀ kú Ọlọ́run tó dá ẹ̀sìn méjì mẹ́ta ṣé kò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe tó bá wọ Ọlọ́run kò lè ṣe wálé lẹ́sìn kan ni kí ni problem wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ní ká fọ́ọ̀sì yẹn sí Islam ni àbúrò ní ká fọ́ọ̀sì yẹn sí Christianity ni àmì Muslim bọ̀ kò sínú Quran pé ẹ fọ́ọ̀sì yẹn sí nǹkan kan ẹ fún wọn ní lecture tó bá dẹ̀ yẹ kó lọ́dọ̀ wọn tẹ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ tẹ́ ẹ bá tó bá dẹ̀ gbọ́ tó bá gbọ́dọ̀ àyẹ̀ná fi ń dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ kí ìjọba bá kan rúùtù wọn àwọn tó ń fìnáǹsì wọn ló yẹ kí wọ́n lọ arrest kan dẹ̀ deal pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tí màá yẹn náà sọ constitution ta ní Nàìjíríà constitution ológun ni èyí àwọn tá à ń plan pé tá a bá rìtáyà níbí tá a ṣe à ń bọ̀ alẹ́ inú wa dùn ẹ̀rù ń bà wá á dẹ̀ níyàn Nàìjíríà bí sísá ẹ̀ ṣe sọ sísá Bíkẹ́ it is true but when I come to Nigeria 2-3 times in a year tí n bá dé Nàìjíríà báyìí má darapọ̀ mọ́ ni màá máa wọ slipper mi ẹ ò lè rí kankan lára mi tó ẹ lè rí tí different kankan ju pé ẹni bá kàn lójú lé pé ẹni mi ò dẹ̀ ní báyà sọ̀rọ̀ pé mo wà nílùú kan màá bọ́ títì màá ràgbàdo àjọmọ́ máa ràgbàdo lójú títà because wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sport ẹ. Nǹkan tó bà nǹkan yìí jẹ́ amúkun ẹrù ẹwọ rúùtù yẹn àwọn tó ń fẹ̀náǹsì wọn ni kí wọ́n lọ kó ẹnìkan ò kì í tóbi ju òfin lọ. Ìjọba wa làwọn ń dààmú wọ́n ṣe ok Amẹ́ríkà tó strike nítorí àwọn kan tó ń complain gbogbo ìlàkùn gbọ́ Amẹ́ríkà strike in December pé kan clear gbogbo wọn àwọn sísá Àbíkẹ́ ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo wí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó ń complain ìpè Amẹ́ríkà àwọn ń pa àwọn kan wọn ṣé àwọn èèyàn ò ti máa pa àmọ́ iye ẹ̀mí kí ni Kùránì sọ ẹni wọ́n pa èèyàn kí wọ́n pa dànù àwọn èèyàn ń pa àmọ́ iye ẹ̀mí ẹ̀wọ̀n tí àti abẹ́ orí ẹ̀ ń sin all those things ẹ̀wọ̀n àwọn èèyàn tí a pa àwọn ọmọlọ́mọ tí a kọ́ ọmọ kéèké tí a kó sìn kí ni outlook mọ́ mo lè rà pé Yorùbá ti join tí Yorùbá ó join wọn ó difficult kan tó lè operate ní tí wọ́n ní tí kó lè tó lè jàǹbì kan ara ilé gbọ́dọ̀ wà ńbẹ̀. Tí Yorùbá bá join ti Ọ̀yọ́ state yẹn o kò lè work wọ́n máa mú wọn aráàlú yẹn máa mú wọn. Wọ́n ti study and spend time on everything. Ṣé nǹkan tó ń bà wá lọ́kàn jẹ́ sister Àbíkẹ́ ẹ̀ jẹ́ tó súnmọ́ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni wípé àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ financial àwọn fẹ́ẹ́ àwọn kówó lẹ̀ fún wọn ló yẹ ká kọ́kọ́ arrest. Ṣé agbára ìjọba ò lè mú yẹ òye mi ṣé àwọn tá a pè ní president ṣe ń bẹ̀rù ni àbá gọ́fúnà ní àbá àwọn ló ń bẹ̀rù eré àti ìfẹ́ tìtì nìyẹn tí àbá ti rí yẹn ṣe kan mú àwọn tó ń finance wọn kò lè níyànjú láéláé. I arrest my case.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you, sir. Aunty Ṣeun, ẹ bá a sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ. Thank you, sir. Aunty Ṣeun.
Okay, ẹ ṣé o.
Yes, ma'am.
So ọ̀rọ̀ tàwọn ti Chike nìyẹn o, mi mọ nǹkan tí mo lè sọ sí o, honestly. Mo feel fún Chike fún rẹ̀, but at the same time mi tún feel fún. Because kéèyàn wo ìrírí ayé lọ, àwọn ọkùnrin kan wà don't deserve such a treatment. Don't deserve kan wà ridiculed. I'm not joking. Ní ìwà tó ti fi ara tó ti fi ọmọbìnrin dá. But àwa lè wà tún sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé káníkáyé wa máa bàjẹ́ sí ni. Nǹkan tẹ́mi ò ṣe lè encourage kóbìnrin kó ṣe ìnàbí irú nǹkan tí Sandra ṣe. But at the same time mi ò lè condemn Sandra. Ọmọ yẹn ní liver o. Sandra ní liver.
Aunty, mọ̀ pé gbà mí. Tí nǹkan bá ti jẹ̀mí èèyàn lọ, you don't know what she has gone through with him, and like she put out pé àìmọye àwọn tó ti ń dó àwọn ìyàwó níyàwó tóun náà ti lọ bá sùn tó ti ka mọ́.
Ọmọ Sandra ẹ̀ ní liver tí ẹ̀kọ́ I'm so sure pé whatever tó ń kó go through àwọn obìnrin kan wà tó ń jẹ ìyà tó bá sọ pé wọ́n jẹ ìyà láyé.
Tí a ṣàpèjá.
But wọn lọ́kàn láti ṣe nǹkan tí Sandra ṣe. So ìyẹn ni mi ṣe lè dwell so much on that one.
Kí lẹ ṣe rò fáwọn obìnrin ṣe ń sìn, kí lẹ rò pé kó fà á? Why are women now out doing it back?
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní wípé ṣé ní bí generation ṣe ń wá tó ṣe ń lọ ayé ìgbà àwọn màmá ti wá nǹkan tó tolerate generation ti wá ò lè tolerate.
That's it. Fẹ́ kẹ́ jẹ́ kó àwọn ayé mọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ sí wọn létí.
But unfortunately ṣé ní àwọn ọkùnrin tó wà ní fún mi nígbà àwọn ṣe lead ló máa kóòtù fún ẹ nílé wa o wọ́n wá fi èèwọ̀ yẹn sórí obìnrin ò gbọ́dọ̀ evolve at all ṣùgbọ́n àwọn lè máa continue ayé káyé táwọn bàbá tí wọ́n jẹ ta wàhálà tí àwọn bàbá wọn bọ́ sílẹ̀ kó máa tẹ̀sẹ̀ bọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n obìnrin gbọ́dọ̀ káwọ́ gbénú kó máa ṣe bí àwọn ìyá generation àtijọ́ yẹn so ibi tí iṣẹ́ clash of personalities la máa pè tó ti ṣẹ́chìn nìyẹn so generation táwa yìí tẹ̀ ṣe wá dá o àyà mi wá ń já fáwọn generation tó ń bọ̀. I will use my daughter for instance. Tí n bá sọ nǹkan mi báyìí sí tọ́mọ yẹn máa fún báyìí ṣe láyà mi máa ṣe gbì.
Gbogbo wọn ni.
Àyà mi máa ń yọ. And mom, you can do that? No, man can do that to me. Mani, yeah. Ọlọ́run wa, ní wọ́n tẹ̀ tí wá gbọ́kàn mi sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan pé wò ó, wá ṣe ilé ayé ẹ̀ tó bá dojú ẹ̀. Tó bá dojú ṣùṣù, fòrò àlà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mà.
Onímọ̀ra because mi lè wá gbé hypertension mi lè wá kú ní thinking táwọn yẹn tún yàtọ̀ wọn gba nonsense o àwọn ọmọ ọ̀sìn àwọn ọ̀tí gbogbo ìtawà tí ẹ máa ṣe forí tì ideally iṣẹ́ sùúrù fún kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ sùúrù o lọ́rọ̀ àwọn ọmọ yẹn máa rọra dákẹ́ pé wẹ́ bóyá as you grow up maturity are setting you will understand unfortunately this side of the world tá bí wọn sí mi ò lè fi Yorùbá culture mi kò ní understanding Yorùbá culture so to say ìyẹn ló tún wá ń pain mi but mo ṣàfi sílẹ̀ mú forí ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run àti ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù mo fi cover ò ní bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ọlọ́wọ́ ò ní ṣe ọkọ gbé fẹ́
gbogbo wọn pátápátá àmì mà. Second one.
Mọ́mí Abike Ade communication. Mo agree lórí gbogbo point yẹn pátápátá. But wọ́n á fẹ́ kí àwa extend ẹ má jẹ́ ká make it sectorial pé Yorùbá ni. Ṣé security problem nationwide Nigeria ni? Ọwọ́ ìjọba ló dé wà. Abacha sọ ó ní tí insurgency tó bá wà beyond 48 hours lọ́wọ́ ìjọba nínú.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ọwọ́ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu kò mọ́. Ọwọ́ Shettima kò mọ́. Ọwọ́ wọn ò mọ́ o. Tí ọwọ́ wọn bá kó ni they know what to do láti fi end sí kìíní. Tá bá go back history, àmọ́ bí Boko Haram ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. A gbọ́ story Boko Haram o. Nàìjíríà náà ni irú ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Because according to the history tá a gbọ́, wọ́n gbé Boko Haram wọlé láti lè ní this man.
tó lọ Jonathan.
Àti fi lé Jonathan
100%.
Ta ló bá ń díẹ̀? ta ni bàbá ìsàlẹ̀ Boko Haram ṣọwọ́ ṣẹ̀ tí máa mọ́ lórí Boko Haram ó mà ló ń bá wa jà lẹ́ni so it's not about Yorùbá ó ń bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ó ti ń súnmọ́ wa but one thing tí wọ́n wá láì pẹ̀lú àwọn Western nations nígbà tí Osama bin Laden tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà ẹ̀ Bill Clinton gbà tí ó máa take a decision pé kó lọ clear off kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Republican kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Democrat o wọ́n unite together láti get rid of
láti dín pẹ̀lú kìíní yẹn ni.
ìgbúrò gbọ́ngàn tó yẹ kí Nàìjíríà ṣe nìyẹn government ò yẹ kó wà partisan nothing like party politics lórí security nílùú come out straight get clear àwọn people off ẹ bá ṣe àní need help Trump kan bí kan kó ṣe wàá ṣe nǹkan kan ẹ̀mí èèyàn la pé nǹkan táwọn Western world yóò lè fi ṣeré náà fi ẹ̀mí àwọn citizen wọn ṣeré yẹn ni mo sọ pé government wa gangan ní ìkà.
when we don't value lives.
àwọn èèyàn wọn fẹ́ràn àwọn citizens wọn ẹ̀mí citizens ò dẹ̀ jọ wọn lójú and I don't blame them àwọn ọmọ wọn ò gbé Nàìjíríà àwọn ọmọ wọn ò kàwé Nàìjíríà so kò lè kàn wọ́n majority of àwọn tó wà ní house of representatives tó wà ní politics majority of them gbogbo wọn ni dual citizens tó bá di gbàù báyìí wọn mú passport wọn wá mẹ́rẹ́ wọn máa fi sílẹ̀ ní àwọn ọmọ òde sí mbẹ̀ if at all ẹ bá máa rí family wọn ìyàwó wọn tó lọ ṣe first lady of state first lady of kìnnìkan lè máa rí wọn máa gbé passport wọn máa bùdá nù ni majority of them kí dẹ̀ ní game tó wọ́n play sí èèyàn kan ti sọ̀rọ̀ okay sí ò tó sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé a ti ní office of the first son
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
office of the first daughter ṣé yẹn wà ní constitution Nàìjíríà
wọ́n ti impute ẹ̀.
ọmọ náà fi yẹn fi lùtù treasury ni níbi owó tí ò tí ì tó ǹjẹ́ bí Amẹ́ríkà ṣe popular tó bí England ṣe popular all these European nations wọ́n ṣe popular tó ń já gbọ́rú ẹ̀ Nàìjíríà náà láti máa rí kàtìkàtì rádaràda tá máa fẹ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ tá máa pàlàpàlàpà ẹ̀yin ṣe first son first daughter ọmọ ìlú ń kú tọ́mọ diagnose anybody for cancer or any serious illness ọ̀fẹ́ ní ìwòsàn bíi tó o bá lórí owó ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn ń kú dànù ní Nàìjíríà ni mo ti rí tán fi ibuprofen treat pains cancer ní general hospital àmọ́ what cancer pains tó ń jẹ́ now ní terminal stage Ọlọ́run ló ń wòyàn san but ìjọba ènìyàn náà gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe tiẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló ń fún wọn ṣe níbí yìí wọ́n lè má mọ̀ Ọlọ́run ṣùgbọ́n ní ti human aspect wọ́n gbìyànjú wọ́n provide services fún àwọn èèyàn wọn pàṣẹ sọ pé kódà ìlú ìletò wọ́n treat ẹ with dignity gbogbo system ló bàjẹ́ ní Nàìjíríà every system kan ṣoṣo tó ń work báyìí kí ló wá fà corrupt government any government that is corrupt nǹkan kékeré kan ò lè ti bẹ̀ jáde ibi tí problem wá wà gangan owó ìjọba ni as far as I'm concerned owó àwọn tó wà tó jẹ́ head of government owó wọn ò mọ̀ àwọn gangan ló wà nídìí ẹ̀ because tí kì bá ṣe pé àwọn gangan ló wà nídìí ẹ̀ they will get rid of all the insecurity ni number one problem ìlú wọ́n ti get rid of it tí ò bá ṣe pé owó ìjọba wà níbẹ̀ who is Gumi mi ò gbọ́ bí.
ṣé Gumi will come out to be telling us pé
pẹ̀lú àwọn terrorists mi ò gbọ́ rí.
ó ṣe interview yìí ni àǹtí interview tí mo play yìí ó sọ wípé àwọn bandits they are not living luxurious life.
Can you imagine?
pé yà ń jẹ wọn.
ó ní kó jáde kó wá sáàrin ọjà kó lọ school kan.
Imagine that.
bí irú ẹ̀rì mo ń sunkún báyìí.
ok bóyá mi ò tẹ̀ gbọ́ news bóyá mi ò ka newspaper mi ò gbọ́ news tó ní ẹ sọ fún mi any western nation tó léyàn tó ń lọ báwọn negotiate pẹ̀lú terrorist newspaper fúnra terrorist ní ọmọ mi tó fẹ́ wà.
ó táàrin pẹ̀lú wọn.
ó ń fúnra ẹ̀ terrorist ní dẹ́.
ẹ dẹ̀ mọ ibi tó ń gangan wà ẹ lọ gbé.
ohun títí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Nàìjíríà bá sì tọ̀ tí ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run bá wọnú ayé wọn pé ẹ̀mí ènìyàn kan ṣoṣo ó wà important bẹ́ẹ̀ la máa rí solution o. It's unfortunate I don't know bóyá Trump bóyá ó máa wá bóyá kò máa wá after the regime Trump àmọ́ ẹni tó tún máa wọ bẹ̀ ó lè má ní interest láti bá wa clear out gbogbo rubbish yìí. mi ò rí solutions ọ̀rọ̀ yìí because gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní government àtàwọn tó ṣì ń bọ̀ they are all corrupt. Because àwọn kúrò ń bẹ̀ wọ́n fi àwọn ọmọ wọn replace ni. Adẹ̀rí gbogbo wọn Nàìjíríà lẹ ti máa rí tí EFCC ṣì fẹ́ try èèyàn kan of something.
tó tún máa gbé bò tó máa gbé gbá ìbò.
Àwọn ò ní tìjú politicians ò ní tìjú Nàìjíríà then àwọn followers náà wọ́n ní problem. Wọ́n máa pín rẹsì fún yín wọ́n máa pín búrẹ́dì fún yín ẹ máa gbà á. Yes, ẹ lè gbẹ́ bí ló gbà yín tẹ́ bá dé pọ́ kínní ẹ̀rẹ̀ lè ṣe the right thing pé ẹ ti ṣì àtẹmọ́nù tèmi lélẹ́yìn.
Owó ìwà tẹ jí kó ni.
I don't know both followership and leadership Nigeria I don't know Ọlọ́run nìkan ló dẹ̀ kù. Tó bá dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn pastors and imams mo tún fún àwọn yẹn 0 tún láwọn yẹn I don't know. Nigerian problem is complex. Mi ò rójú tu ẹ̀. Ó gbọ́n unfortunate pé ẹni tí yóò rà ló ń san. Mẹ̀kúnnù náà ń pa. Mẹ̀kúnnù ló ń fẹ̀mí ẹ̀ di. Mo wo clip ibi tí gbogbo mathematician math teacher yẹn.
Bàbá yẹn ewu bàbá àgbàlagbà yẹn wọ́n fẹ́ pa nígbà yẹn ni wọ́n fẹ́ gé orí ẹ̀ ni.
Ọ̀gá ẹgbọ́n sì kò sọ̀rọ̀ tó kọ ẹ́ kó ṣe ní fà rẹ̀ pé orúkọ kíní kan ẹ̀mọ̀ oyè something ẹ̀mọ̀. No. Ó wà traumatizing. Mo sáré pa fóònù mi ni pé what? Adìyẹ gan àkípadìyẹ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Padìyẹ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run máa kú sùúrù.
Wọ́n á dẹ̀ ṣe bìsímì láì wọ́n á dẹ̀ gbọ́ bẹ̀sẹ̀ gbẹ àwọn èèyàn lọ́rùn wọ́n á dẹ̀ dùn.
Ọlọ́run kú sùúrù o. Ọlọ́run kì í ṣe ni ó yẹ kọ́ lọ́run máa pa àwọn people yẹn straight away ni. Àwọn èèyàn wicked o. Insurgency àbí bandit tàbí kí ló pé èlò náà bá fẹ́ san fún yín tẹ máa gbé owó tẹ lè pa ènìyàn ẹgbẹ́ ara yín. All because ẹ fẹ́ owó.
Wọ́n ti pa ìyá àbèjì they have killed that man.
Governance is difficult.
They have killed that man.
Ọlọ́run kò sùúrù o. Ọlọ́run kò sùúrù o. Mi ò mọ ọ̀nà àbáyọ o. Mi mọ̀ yàtọ̀ pípẹ́.
Ẹ kò bá bẹ̀ wọ́n kọ́ lọ gba àwọn tó kù sílẹ̀. Àwọn tó kù ń bẹ̀ yẹn sìn. Kán bá wa lọ gbà wọ́n sílẹ̀. Because
the problem is this now. Intelligence failure. Ni wọ́n ní. Nígbà tí wọ́n kó àwọn security officers, àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn gbogbo wọn tán lọ. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Àwọn people results IED. Wọ́n pa wọ́n dànù. So ta ló fẹ́ lọ? Which means pé àwọn bandits yòókù whatever they call them.
they are within.
Only sophisticated weapon. Dáhùn àwọn tó wà ń ta ó yẹ sọ fún mi pé kì í ṣe ìjọba ló ṣiṣẹ́ yìí.
Ẹgbẹ́ ìta tí Àbíkẹ́ sọ ni mọ́mí Àbíkẹ́ sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan tán ní àwọn kan tó jáde pé nǹkan tó àwọn ibi tẹ́ kọ́ àwọn sí kò sí weapon mọ́ kò sí nǹkan kan what do we do? Kò ní sóúnjẹ.
Ordinary group ò ní irú weapon táwọn people yìí ní.
Good.
They are expensive arms. Wọ́n kó dání. So ta ló fún
wọn? Ọmọ bọ̀bọ̀ kan tó jáde tó ní kán wo oúnjẹ tán fáwọn sójà lásán. Ẹ̀rí bá fojú bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn rí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí.
Ẹ bá bọ̀ tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ ní.
Àǹtí Àṣàbí mo ti ń pè yín látẹ̀kọ́ ẹ máa bọ̀ lókè.
Ẹ bá bọ̀ tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ ní.
Oúnjẹ tán fún wọn ká mọ̀ wá sọ ammunition òkè àwọn táì fún lóúnjẹ gidi. Ọta àbọn mélòó lẹ kó fún wọn? Ìbọn mélòó ló wà lọ́wọ́ wọn?
Ẹ bá bọ̀ tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ ní. Eléyìí tá à ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tó pé èèyàn 49. 7 teachers and 36
students.
Children.
Pẹ̀lú teacher.
Mélòó náà pé àwọn bandits yẹn? 12. Wọ́n dẹ̀ wá on 6 bikes. Báwo ni ìyẹn ṣe possible tí wọ́n lè overcome wọn? Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ fi lè operate láti kó èèyàn 49.
Ọmọ yẹn
èèyàn 12.
fún wọn lóúnjẹ. Èyí tó máa
tún wọ́n yóò lè ṣubú wọn kọ́ jẹ́ ìgbésáré kọ́ ṣe anything. Bí tẹ̀sí máa mọ̀ pé lọ́wọ́ nú nìyẹn. Bí kulé ò pa ni tòde ò lè pa ni. Báwo ni èèyàn 12 ṣe máa overpower èèyàn 49? Nílùú tó ní ọyìn tó lọ́ba tó ní ìjòyè. Ẹ wo.
Ẹ ṣe mà. Ẹ ṣe mà. Aunty Ruth. Momsy Ruth.
Hello everyone.
Good evening, ma'am. You're welcome, ma.
It's quite sad. It's sad.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's quite disheartening when you have a government that lacks empathy and you have a government that obviously does not care. when things like this happen, we can only talk about it. We can only point out the obvious. All these things we are pointing out are things that they know. They know what is going on. But when your government lacks empathy, they don't care, then they would not move a finger for a citizen. That's just the way I feel. And I believe that for this thing to continue for this long, the people in power, the people that be.
We only call
because they've allowed it to continue. It has continued because they've allowed it to continue, and they've looked the other way because they feel like it's not personally affecting me. So why should I get involved? And this brings me back to the Nigerian citizens. When we see things like this happening, and we still have the conscience to go out and dance and campaign for these people, we are simply telling them that please keep picking us up. We don't mind. That is what we are saying. I understand there's poverty in the land. I understand that people need money and they need all these stipends that they give to them. But like you rightly said, you can collect these stipends and do the right thing. Even when you know that the right thing, they might try to rig it. But why not justify your conscience that, look, this is what I voted for. You guys can do whatever you like. Because if the Nigerian government had conscience, this is not a time for campaign. It's not. Because when people come out where we live here, they campaign with the good work they've done. They boast about the good work they've done. They use it as a campaign method. So when they speak about, oh, I've done this in my council, I've done this here. That is the reason why people vote them back. But in a country like Nigeria, what exactly are they saying to people that they've done that is making people stay under the sun to campaign for them? And people need to remember one thing. They come in every 4 years and share rice, share 5,000. So that means the normal or a typical Nigerian citizen living back home has sold the future of their children for the next 4 years for a bag of rice and 5,000 naira. So the day people begin to reason like this, then I think there would be a solution. Regarding the insecurity in Nigeria, they know what to do. They are not just ready to do it. That is what I believe. They know what to do. Insecurity cannot get to this level in any working country, and the government will stand in front of the people and say, we don't know what to do. They know where they are. They know what to do. But they just feel like the common man does not mean anything to them. The life of the common man does not mean anything to them. I'm really sorry to say this, but the life of a pet, the life of my cat, what's more than the life of any human being living in Nigeria? Yeah. That shows you that I live in an environment where if I can't find my cat, within 24 hours, I put out a poster, somebody will find my cat and bring my cat back. But it tells you that the life of my little cat here, what's more than 10 lives in Nigeria? So when Nigerian government begin to put priority and put emphasis on the life of people, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, forget tribalism. When they begin to make people's life look very precious, then we are about to have the conversation. It's easy for these people to come in and do these things because they know that the government that should cover us, the government that should provide for us, the government that should provide security for us does not care. So why should Boko Haram care? They would not care. And it's really sad. And I just pray that the family of that man that they did that thing to, I pray God brings them out. You can imagine the trauma, sis. I also pray for the children, for them going through that thing, because that man was ended in front of little children. Oh, God. I don't know what that act will do to those children in another 10 years. In another 20 years, they've destroyed the psychology of those children and the adults that have witnessed that thing. And that tells you that they don't care. And every day they wake up and they chastise you, come back home and build something. I love Nigeria. I love to visit. But I always tell people, home is where I find peace. Home is where I find growth. Home is where I find my sanity in a very, very good atmosphere. So home for me can be anywhere. So when people decide to work so many years and they take it back to the Nigeria that we have today, maybe my perspective will change in another 10 years. But as I speak, for me to work in the cold and work my butt out, and I take all that money to invest back home, then I don't know. I think I need my head checked. Not in the Nigeria of today. Maybe in another 10 years, things have changed. Then I would say it in a different way, but not the way I say it today. Why do you have to go back to a country where you were born, and when you're working, you're so conscious of your environment? It's scary. You're watchful of what you're saying. You're careful when you're going out. The last time I visited, once I'm outside till 8, my mom is on the phone. Nigeria is not the way you left it. Come back now. Where are you? And it shouldn't be like that. So a lot needs to be done. There are so many people that really want to go back. They want to go back and do things there. But when the environment is not safe, I wouldn't do it at the detriment of my life. So Nigerian government needs to sit down and think about these things. They are losing a lot of hands. They are losing a lot of intelligent Nigerians.
You see, most Nigerians are living because of all this. You see, most of our doctors, nurses,
it's sad.
They have all left.
It's sad. So I'll leave that at that, and I just pray for peace, and I pray that by tomorrow we don't wake up that they've taken another life. Because you know why they are doing that? They are sending a signal to make the government know that we are serious with what we are doing.
God bless
and
you.
if that this evening government has not gotten in touch with them, believe you, by the time we wake up tomorrow, someone else will be down.
Oh God.
That is what they are doing. That's the tactics. They want the government to know, look, we are serious. And that's the reason why they filmed that thing and put it out there.
Oh, Jesus.
Just to create fear and anxiety amongst people. So I'll leave that there. As for Frank and this lady, it's quite unfortunate that a lot of people don't understand what is going on. Nobody, I'll speak for myself, is cheering Sandra on for doing what she did.
Because a lot of people said, that they are disappointed in us, that we are supporting Sandra and infidelity in marriages.
Nobody is cheering Sandra on for what she did. But the reason why people are excited, I'll tell you today, people feel like, especially women, they want men to wear the shoes that they've worn for so many years. And they are enjoying watching men feel the pain that they felt for so many years. I always say to people, if your religion permits you to take another wife, respectfully, I'm sure whoever you married would have understood your religion. And that person would have understood that in the nearest future, you might take a wife. Why not respectfully let the person know, I'm taking a wife? And that would be between you, your wife, and the person you're taking. But if you're a Christian, I do not see anywhere in the Bible that allows us to take 2 wives. And I do not see anywhere in the Bible that men were given trophies for philandering around. When it comes to cheating and infidelity in marriage, it is not gender-based. When I hear men say it's a man nature, it takes me back to 30 years ago. That is it that men are not evolving? Things are changing. How do you define nature? How is cheating put in only a man's nature? I'm going to tell men something today. When you're married as a man or as a woman, for a man, you see another lady, you like what you see, and you go after the lady, knowing that you're married. Your wife too might not tell you this. Every day they look good and they go to work, men flirt around them. Men admire your wives. But do you know the difference between you and your wife? The ability to know where to draw the line. Women don't carry it along. Women don't encourage the men that, okay, I want to carry it along. But you men believe that it is your birthright to do whatever you like. And that is the reason why women are happy. with what is happening to Frank Edogo. That is why they are happy. Says a typical Nigerian woman living back home, I will tell you today, put out 10 of them, 8 of them are miserable in that marriage. And when men do these things, do you even consider your children? What sort of children would you raise in a home where the mother is constantly sad and depressed? And when people say, oh, if you're not happy with the way the man is treating you, move out. It's easier said than done.
Really?
A typical Nigerian woman raised and living back home, she has been raised to buy in the marriage. She has been raised to stay there no matter what happens. Even when she has the financial ability to move out, what would people say? What would my pastor say? So they stick it on and they remain in that bad marriage till the end of their life. People come out and celebrate 20, 30 years in marriage. Ask them, are you truly happy? Ask them, are you truly happy? And one thing most men don't understand is that when you do these things to your wives and you disrespect your wife or a woman, because cheating, anybody can do it. But when you do these things to your wife, it trickles down to your children, because every day they wake up seeing their mom sad, even when mommy tries to pretend she's okay. And some men are so disgusting that they don't even know how to hide it. How embarrassing can you be? In a community you live, you have dated 3-4 girls, and your wife drives out of that street every day. How do you think the mental state of that woman is? She pretends like she's okay. She pretends like I'm not going to say anything. But do you really think that she's okay? If you want to take another wife as a man, go ahead, speak to your wife and take another wife. When people say men can do what they like in 2026, for goodness sake, would you appreciate a man come into your family, marry your daughter, and meant the same behavior to your daughter? You will tell your daughter, men are polygamous in nature. A lot of women are living with men that they detest and they hate these men. But you know the most dangerous thing? They wake up every day, they cook for these men, they do everything, but trust me,
with hatred in their hearts.
They do it with so much hatred. Some of them are cooking and laying curses on those food. I don't know if you know.
They don't know.
Let us begin to show. So let's go past what Frank Edogo did. And from what we heard, this Sandra had been in the picture when he was with his first wife. He was cheating.
That's what I heard, that he was cheating with her.
Always been a subject
the side chick.
In his first, she's been a subject in his first marriage. So that was why they know themselves. They know each other, Frank and Sandra. And that was why it was easy for her to do what she did and said, you know what, to hell with you. Because she was the reason why your first marriage, you couldn't settle in well to stay with your first wife. So what were you expecting from a girl like that? So let's go past Frank Edogo and go past whatever their situation is. As a man, remove it from your mind that it is cool for you to sleep around. First of all, it shows that you lack dignity and you lack discipline. It's a very disgusting behavior. And some of you do it to the extent that you disgrace and embarrass your wife. I heard some men back home do it to the extent that sometimes they even bring the girlfriends home and their wives see it. Is this fair? Some of you have got sisters. And the reason why some of these women back home would not leave you sometimes is they're not financially okay.
100.
So they just sit there in a miserable 20 years, 25 years marriage, and they are sad. You hardly see them smile.
Flashers. Request to come up.
You hardly see them smile. So forget that people are dancing on social media. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's treat each other nicely. It's not nice for a man to sleep around or cheat. Neither is it nice for a woman to do it to a man. The only reason why women don't do it is because we were raised to respect ourselves and respect our body. And that is why we are passing it on to the children we have here. What is obtainable back home? You cannot try it with the children we are having here now. They would walk away. without even looking back. They don't care. So please, whatever you do to your wife, always have it at the back of your mind that I have got sisters and I have got a daughter. It shocks me when men that have got daughters misbehave. When you do this thing and you come home and see your daughter, don't you see yourself in your daughter? Would you wish another man to treat your daughter like that? So let's treat each other with respect. Forget whatever anyone said. Sandra did what she wanted to do, and women are only happy because it is hitting you people, and they are happy because you're feeling what a lot of women have felt
feeling.
And are tolerated.
Thank you. Thank you.
What they're happy about. Women are not happy because Sandra did it. They are only teasing you when they come online and say those things, but they are excited because they can see the pain in men. A lot of you are coming online and throwing tantrums. This is not the time to throw tantrums. Go back and check yourself. If you want another wife, take it in a dignifying way. Don't go about sleeping around. You're not an animal. Neither are you a dog. Respect yourself. You're somebody's husband. And most importantly, you are somebody's father. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. I really appreciate it because, you know, like what we stand for on this platform is just justice. It's about, you know, being upright and being fair to everyone, irrespective of your gender, age, or whatsoever. But, you know, because of this particular one, we have, divided opinion on it. And believe me, to me, I have not said what this person did was right. That is, Sandra, just like what you have said. It's just because you could see the joy of so many women. It's like, oh, so you guys can feel the pain that we are feeling. And for us here.
Exactly, Ajoke. Hear this. If your wife is supporting Frank Edoho's wife,
hey, go and do DNA for all the children. For your children. Are you saying that, guys? Wow.
Then you should consider DNA for your children.
Hey, only go and consider DNA for all your children. Wow. You know, it's just it's just the pain that you have put so many women into. Honestly, Sister Ruth, you have said something here that most women in their homes, they cook for you, yeah? You have broken their heart 100 times 100. They are not happy. Most Nigerian women are not happy in their marriages. You see them celebrating 20, 30 years in marriage. They have never been happy in that marriage. Maybe their marriage, only imagine 1 year alone in 30 years that they've been married. And you see a lot of, I've said it one day here, that a woman told me, point blank, I told my husband, somebody my husband knows very well. They are all waiting. Most Nigerian women are waiting for you to buy so that they will take over. Because of the pain you have put them through, they are not happy in that marriage, guys. You have so many of you, Sheleni, you come back, I'm sorry, she will accept you. Tomorrow, she sees you again, I'm sorry. Do you think the trauma is not there for her? Do you think she's not human? Do you think if she has a choice, she won't move out? It's because, like she said, most of them are suffering from financial instability. And so they will just stay there. And even those ones that have the money, is because of what the society will say that has made them to stay in that marriage. And in that aspect, someone that has her money, that has everything, don't be surprised she's having, a joy somewhere else. I am telling you guys, and I just want you to be aware of all these things that we speak on this platform. It's not hatred on men. God forbid. I've got male children. My first son is married. And I do tell him, if anything happens, I always stand by. He says I stand by his wife most of the time. It's not because of that. I always think about the children first before the two of you. Whatsoever, I will think about the children first. Then I'll talk about a woman. Because I know women are very vulnerable. And we're easier to trick. Believe me, you are talking about Sandra falling in love elsewhere. It's because she found happiness elsewhere. In as much as we condemn it in totality. But come on, so many of your women out there that you think because of you have done this, you have begged that, and unless you have stopped, and most of you don't stop. You have made it a norm, and that's why you are seeing Nigerian women celebrating her. And not her alone, it's celebrating that act of seeing you cry out there. Even I've seen a man, one of these guys, one of these guys said it there the other time. I'll play it later. The guy said, "Oh, so this thing they pay men like this. I be man too. The thing when they do women no easy now. Now go give your house help belle. Now go give your friend, your wife friend belle. Now go do this, now go do that. And you think because they are saying I'm forgiving him, you still continue. Go to beer parlors. I once ran a beer parlor before. Most of my husband's friends bring in their girlfriends. How many of our women can do that conveniently? And I'll be there, I'll be sitting down like, Mumu, I can't talk. Because it's your business now. Majority of us will go out. Women do go out. It's these days that you see women going out and having ladies out. You understand? How many of them do you see doing all these things? With that too, you still have the God to say you can't go out. This man said something the other time in one of his podcasts. He said, sometimes I'll just do something just to show that I'm a man. If she wants to go out, I'll tell her, you can't go out.
Can you imagine?
All because you just want to show your power as a man. So many of you are like that. And so, I will allow, okay, Ashe wants to say something again. You can go on, ma, and then I'll allow.
I'm not backing up what you're saying. Oppressors, all they know in their life is to oppress and bully. Unfortunately, many of us start doing me. Some of me, bully me, bully until recently. Wọ́n bully ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ó tiẹ̀ ní rántí orúkọ ẹ̀. Mi ò support kọ́bìnrin kó ṣe onínàbí. But ṣé rí nǹkan tó ọmọ Sandra yìí ṣe sẹ́? Mo tún gbèdì fún mi.
I don't do my obìnrin nínú. Wọ́n dùn mọ́ wọn nínú not because of anything but because they ó dùn yìí tó yìí.
Ìnàbí yẹn mi ò láìkẹ̀. But bó ṣe bá mi hot ọmọ tó ń pè ní Chike yẹn. Ìgbà tí ẹ̀ ní sympathy fún Chike díẹ̀, ìwọ ńlá ló sọ pé ìwọ ń keep malice láti punish ìyàwó ẹ̀ lẹ́nu ẹ̀.
Ó lè ṣe malice nínú ilé fún
o tún sọ, o tún boast lórí ẹ̀. Irú wọn pọ̀ o. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó kù tẹ̀lítẹ̀sí ń ṣerú ẹ̀. Àwọn tí ó kàn mí tí mo mọ̀ ẹ̀ máa gbóhùn mí sìn. Tọ́lọ́run bá ń jẹ́ Ọlọ́run máa gbẹ̀san lára gbogbo yín bẹ́ẹ̀.
Àmín, mo ṣàmì, àǹtí mi ṣàmì.
Níkà nínú.
Thank you.
Pẹ̀lẹ́ o Chike, pẹ̀lẹ́ ṣe ni kò mú mọ́ra. Àbó tí bínú, máì tí ìbínú ìta sọ.
Oh, Chike to Chike. In as much as we don't agree to what she did, but please. Auntie Aisha, you want to say something before flashes? Sorry, my flashes, you will speak now, but please, can Auntie Aisha speak? Auntie Aisha, go on. Àgbọ̀yìn ògbà tó kàn yín sì kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Àgbọ̀yìn tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀yìn target.
Ṣé rí nígbà míì wà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọkùnrin yẹn ìkà ló pọ̀ jù nínú wọn. Ìkà ló pọ̀ jù nínú wọn. Tẹ́bá ṣe rí ọkùnrin míì wà ó lè lọ tìtorí wípé bóyá ìyàwó òun tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe nǹkan kan sí ó máa lówó jù ú lọ. Ó lè ba kárí ẹ̀ jẹ́. Kò sí tọ́mọbìnrin yẹn lè sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe. Ó máa wá one way or the other tó máa fi.
I be discourage ẹ. Wọ́n máa tún mọ́ discourage ni. Some of them will discourage you.
Tó bá wá di pé àwọn ló wá ń dágbé ló ń dá fa. Wọ́n wá níjẹ́ òsín nínú ilé yẹn. Wàá máa gbọ́ èmi náà ni mò ń sanwó ilé. Èmi ni mò ń sanwó school. Èmi ni mò ń sanwó ilé. Ọmọbìnrin yìí dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣeun tó hùn. Ó discourage ẹ̀. Ó padà lọ ṣeun tí kò hùn. Ìgbà tí kinní yẹn tí ò wá bọ́ sí. Òfin sọ̀rọ̀ sí ní ojoojúmọ́. Every time tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ ló máa ní àkókò fún ẹ lówó shop. A ní kò ṣe lè, kò ṣe, kò sí ìtòyè ọbẹ̀. Ìgbà tó sọ ohun tó fẹ́ fún ẹ kí ló dé tó ṣe bá promote tó fẹ́ yẹn. Nítorí pé o ti mọ̀ pé nǹkan yẹn òun ló máa jẹ́ ọ̀là tó máa fi lù. Kò wá sígbà tẹjà ó máa fi bú ẹni, ó máa fi bú ẹni, ó máa fi bú ẹni. Ẹni yìí dẹ̀ rí bó ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan yẹn fún ó ṣàdúrà fún ẹ. àbí nígbà tó bá ti ń ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣàdúrà fún ẹ tó wá di pé ó tẹ̀ wá ti sọ nǹkan yẹn di òṣàmọ́ lọ́wọ́ ọkùnrin á máa ṣépè fún ẹ ìwọ́gùn ò ní láfọrí tó bá yá ò ní láfọrí àwa dípẹ́ tójúbọlé pásítọ̀ ló wá sọ pé ó ní tẹ máa ṣe fún ikọ̀ yín tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́ kì í ṣe fún mọ́ ẹlòmíì máa wà kò ní sọ̀rọ̀ ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ̀ ló máa bí.
Men, you better come and be learning. It's not about pé wọ́n ń bully yín ẹ máa gbọ́rọ̀ o. Àwọn nǹkan tó ń dùn obìnrin nínú là ń sọ síta ń bí o. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o.
Obìnrin yẹn òun ló máa bí. Eléyìí kò kí ń sọ̀rọ̀ bóyá mo wo fíìmù àbí mo gbọ́ lẹ́nu èèyàn kan. Nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ara mi ni. Kó wá di wá lọ pé pásítọ̀ kan pé ọ ní ìkọ̀kan lè máa ṣe fún mi. Èmi ò ṣe anything. Ẹ má mú èmi lájẹ̀ mi lájẹ̀.
Ẹlẹ́dàá èèyàn gan máa ń ṣépè fún wọn gbà mí.
Ẹlẹ́dàá èèyàn gan nígbà míì ó máa ń ṣépè fún àwọn.
Your spirit will just be repulsing them.
Tí wọn ò dẹ̀ kí ń mọ̀ ó lè jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ tínú ẹ̀ ṣe ń dùn tó yẹ ń dùn yẹn kò ní kankan míì tó ń rònú ọpọlọ ẹ̀ ju pé káyé ẹ̀ ṣáàdá kó má lè tọrọ jẹ òun ló ń ṣe fún ẹ ṣùgbọ́n òun ti wá fún ìpà èmi nìkan ni ẹni yìí ò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀ kò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀ àfi kó búlì ẹ̀ pánú lé ni àfi kó sọ̀rọ̀ sínú ilé ni kò lè sọ kankan ìwọ lọ lọ́rọ̀ ìwọ ló láṣẹ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ò lè sọ kankan because ìwọ nìkan ló ń dá ṣe kìdẹ́ ṣe pé ọmọbìnrin yẹn ò lóhùn ò ṣe ìwọ ló ní kó má ṣe ìwọ ló ní kó má ṣe then ẹ má bínú àwọn Nigerians nǹkan tí mo kàn mọ̀ ni pé Ọlọ́run ló máa tún Nàìjíríà ṣe kò kì í ṣe èèyàn kan ìjọ tó bá wọn Ọlọ́run tó bá yá á kún gbogbo wọn á pa wọn kò lẹ̀ because tó ò bá kú tán tí gbogbo wọn ò bá kú látòkè kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Naija.
Àti president Tinubu náà ṣé àti president wà náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n mọ ibi tí gbogbo àwọn pípù yìí wà kí là ń sọ̀rọ̀
Bàbá
wọ́n
Tinubu
mọ ibi tó wà náà àwọn aráàlú gan àwọn èèyàn lágbègbè àwọn ìlú kéréje yẹn wọ́n tún máa ń lọ fún àwọn bandits ní information wọ́n máa ń lọ sọ fún wọn pé ibi báyìí àwọn èèyàn wà ń bẹ̀ ìjọ kan wọ́n sọ̀kan bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ó escape lọ́wọ́ wọn ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọwọ́ àwọn aráàlú tó ti rí wò pé ẹjọ́ ìṣàánú ẹjọ́ àwọn gógó náà lọ pé àwọn bandits pé kí báwo lọ ṣe ṣe téèyàn kan fi ráyè escape láàrin wọn wọ́n wá padà mú bọ̀bọ́ yẹn náà wọ́n wá padà mú bọ̀bọ́ yẹn àwọn èèyàn dúdú àdá àti Yorùbá àti Ìgbò àtàwùsá kò sí tó dànù gbogbo wa ibi tá a bá ti ń jẹ báyìí gbẹ la mọ̀.
ẹ ṣáà máa ṣàdúrà fáwọn tó wà ní captivity wọn kọ́ lọ́run má jẹ́ kí wọ́n pa wọ́n.
tó bá ti mówó fún wọn ẹnu wọn ò lè sòdodo mọ́. èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ní ẹ lè gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn olóṣèlú ẹ lè dédé ọ̀hún ṣáà ní wá dúró sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yìí kan ní ìkíní kan ní kẹtẹ̀ ká sí. ẹ lè jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ ìdán wọn lójú ń dọ̀kọ̀ kẹkọ̀ọ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn jọ kẹ má kẹ̀dẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ tẹ̀ ká yẹn fún wọn. ẹ má tiẹ̀ tẹ́ fún wọn rárá but àtẹnujẹ abá ti ẹnu wo kí lè sòdodo mọ́ ẹnu wa ò lè sòdodo mọ́ ní Nàìjíríà míì mọ́ kí ìlú wa yẹn ṣe rí ẹ̀rù máa ń bà mí máa ti sọ fún àmì tó bá sọ fún yín pé ní Canada pé kò sówó tó máa ẹ jẹ́ kán sun mí kán ṣàbà kán rì mí mọ́bì kan bí torí mi lè jẹ́ kán gbókùn mi lọlé káwọn kan tún lọ yọ orí mi kán yọjú.
Òkú gan ẹ tún bẹ̀rù kan tí wọ́n lè gbókù lọ Nàìjà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni wọ́n má gbé lọ torí tó bá lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ tó bá ti sí ẹ wọ́n máa yọ orí ẹ̀ sìn wọ́n gba pẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n máa písìsì ẹ̀.
Wọ́n tún máa jí orí èèyàn jì gbé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ìṣẹ́ni ó wà kíní yẹn wà lórí kí lorúkọ máa yí iná tó máa Muslim ni wọ́n bá wọ́n dẹ̀ sin òkú lálẹ́ wọ́n sin òkú lálẹ́ wọn ò dẹ̀ borí mọ́ láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì.
Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run.
bẹ́ẹ̀ gíráàdì kan wà nìbàdàn ó wà nìbàdàn gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n kọrí àwọn òkú sí gbogbo bẹ̀ lọ́ ti gbẹ́ lọ́ ti dìgì gbogbo ẹni tó sì sínú ọgbà yẹn gbogbo bí orí wọn báyìí lọ dìbì tó ti yọ orí gbogbo wọn lọ.
Calculator, that's why we are talking. Calculator, you have been writing it since that, it's all about talking and no action. We'll continue to talk. Understand? If we are on ground, we have some people that are on ground, you understand, that are talking. Do you understand? So we'll just keep talking. People are there. Shebi VDM is there. Over on the field. He's not the only one. Others are there too. So
kí Sunday Igboho ó fẹ́ wọnú igbó lọ ṣé tó bá wọnú igbó yẹn lọ kí l'assurance pọ́n máa jáde padà. Kí ni nǹkan tó fi dá a lójú pọ́n máa jáde padà tágbára oògùn bá ka mọ́ ń kọ́.
Ẹ ṣé mà, ẹ ká gbọ́ from another person. Thank you ma. Flashers before Tedola. Let's flash us.
Am I in?
Yes, flashers. Go on, ma.
Okay,
Yes,
this is my first time joining your show, Auntie Ajoke.
You're welcome, ma.
I must say this is platform that I hear fair judgments on your issues, and I'm happy about that.
Thank you.
The maturity and everything. Issue of marriage is very, very sensitive. But all in all, gone are the days. See, àwọn ọkùnrin máa gbé girlfriend wọn wálé tí the wife will be the one to lay the bed and even cook for the girlfriend. Why? Because there's no financial stability. Now ladies are taking it up on themselves to build their career, to be somebody, to do in case you want to bring any actions. Not these days, because we are fully prepared. We have what it takes. You can stand on your own and take care of your children. No man will want to do that to you. So in the case of Frank, I think that's what happened. Because you're toiling with a lady that's
self-sufficient.
She's even self-sufficient. She's even the one taking care of you according to what she said. She's even the one helping you out in some certain things, and you want to keep malice with that lady. Emotional trauma is very bad. I don't know why people don't talk about that a lot. We only talk about the physical
aspect of abuse.
Yeah. I think, God forgive me, I'm just saying, it's better than emotional trauma.
I'm a zombie bygone. Anti-flashers, we talk about emotional abuse here so much because we know how terrible it can be. Some
people will be like, okay, I don't want to go close to this woman, no intimacy for like 6 months, 1 year. And you want that lady to, you want your wife to be stabbed, get stabbed, and not say anything. Meanwhile, you go out to do whatever you want, and you come back home and you're satisfied. A lot of men are doing that, especially in abroad. They tell you, oh, it's too much work. Just like one woman was saying in your program, that a lot of men in abroad has their houses, second wife in Nigeria, and all that. So it's time we start showing them a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm not I'm not trying to say fidelity.
You are one of those that they said if your wife is supporting Sandra, go and do a DNA for all the children.
Yeah, what is good for the good is good for the Ganders. So let's just show them a little bit and let them see. In America, some ladies, they are not from Nigeria, so I'm not judging
those ones. They are about
some ladies. They have three husbands. I'm not one now. Some has 2 husbands. That's how they want to live their lives. But when in the situation whereby we're well brought up and we are showing you we are ready to cater for the family, we're ready to be the wife, submissive wife, and everything, and all you could do is to tell us we are not women enough, or to tell us, baby, you slim before, now you big shape. I need the power out there. Then we have to show you. Some people like our taste. I'm just saying different situations.
Of course.
But sometimes the men will wake up when they start seeing changes. I just want to tell all women, please, it's very, very important to be self-sufficient. That's the power. That's the key.
That's it.
Once you have your job, you have what you are doing, you are intelligent, you know what it takes to build a home, to build your children up without any man. Come on. The man will respect you naturally. Because
so many things that's happened that I've seen. Like, I don't want to waste our time, but I can cite some 2-3 examples. A man went to Nigeria, I think from UK, went to Nigeria and married another wife. This woman, she heard about it. She saw it on internet, but she pretended that she didn't know anything. The man came back. She didn't change her behavior. And everything. They started doing everything together, but the man was scared. Like, how come this woman is not talking about this? Meanwhile, it was his wedding. Anything for it? Nothing. Anything for me? Everything was okay. Meanwhile, they had properties together. So, and that is one constraint. The problem is because you want to go hard, but you're thinking about, we have things together, we have deals together. So, it's high time. Property, kó má jẹ́ pé orúkọ wa ló máa wà ọlọ́mọ ayẹ̀ká ní kò ṣe déédéé anything can happen to any of us but property jẹ́ kó wà lórúkọ àwọn ọmọ so that àwọn ọmọ yẹn á lè gain ní things o àmọ́ àyẹ̀ ní nǹkan tó bá ti sọ because the man too how men are because the man too was scared ó ti mọ nǹkan tó ṣe I think probably ó wà láòtú ó fẹ́ yọ ọkàn sílẹ̀ tí woman yẹn ń gbé can you imagine can you just imagine the gods tí woman yẹn ń gbé tí kò ṣiṣẹ́ fún. So this woman went home without telling the husband, pé òun máa yà síbẹ̀ yẹn, ó ṣáà lọ léṣe mọ orúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So already wọ́n ti prepare other woman yẹn pé tó bá ti dé o, àwọn family are explain fún un tó ṣẹlẹ̀ wà and all that. She got to the house with some soldiers and tell them, please pack this woman out without nothing. I'm telling you, just get her out of this house.
Can you imagine? Kò bá jà, kò bá ṣe pátá.
Without pain. Nígbà tó ṣe gbogbo yẹn tán àwọn property tó ti ṣe lórúkọ àwọn ọmọ yẹn ó tún ṣe ó ṣe everything ó gba lọ́yà ó gather every information and document it together and she came back and the husband was like so what happened you knew about this and you didn't tell me about and all that nǹkan tó wù ẹ́ ló ṣe you are matured and you
know what is good for you.
That's not a big deal. But then it's not in my favor and I have to fight for what is mine. So we got to and since that time the marriage has not been the same. Guess what? These people still live together.
See?
But the man never called the other woman again. Even though it's not because she has to fend for her own.
Can you imagine?
So
you can imagine.
Yeah. So many situations like that. And it can don't boy, it can beautiful. All of a sudden you just want to
destroy it.
Destroy it without thinking of the person's feelings. So many things are happening that you just go wrong. Then women will start losing their self-confidence. They start thinking,
seriously, Auntie, you're right. A lot of things
have to be giving this man reasons. She fought them, she fought them who look good more, and we now subject ourselves to pity. We God be with her and give her eternal rest.
Amen.
When this woman was going through the pain, nobody knows because she bottled everything up
because of religion.
Yeah, you can't even, we don't want to give the excuse of religion because she might talk out to the pastors and the pastors might react better than, you understand? But it's not just religion. Some women are just like that. We want to shield the husband, we want to cover them up. We love our husbands. But let this man, let them respect you. Build this home together. We are partners. We are partners. We are not just slaves to them. So we need to educate ourselves on emotional trauma, which Frank tried to do, or you did it with the first wife. It works. Probably that one just goes silently. But you want to try it with this one. This lady, lady first leave mark of pain for him to see. That is why she went for shaking.
A younger boy, a younger guy.
Yes, it would have been another person neutral. But she wanted to tell the man that,
a younger guy and somebody that is tagged and you know, I'm gonna go for him. And I don't know if she enjoyed what she did with that guy, but come on. I hope she enjoyed it. Because who deserves it? So in his third marriage now, in Frank's third marriage, he's gonna think twice. Although to keep malice here, malice don't like to keep here. He's gonna think twice. So enjoy our beauty. Let's just encourage ourselves in
Auntie Francis, you are very wrong. Kò ní think twice because of his age. Nǹkan tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bárakú. The first marriage, òun post pé ó keep malice láti punish èèyàn. Second one, òun post. Irú wọn kì í change o. Ẹ má bínú, carry on.
Ṣé wọ́n pé wọ́n ní iná ìṣòṣò jóyàn lẹ́ẹ̀mejì báwọn Yorùbá ṣe sọ.
Eléyìí tí jó lẹ́ẹ̀mejì ló lọ sórí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta tó lè jẹ́.
Ká fún ní grace ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta.
Ego ní jẹ́ ego ti pọ̀ ju.
It's like that's why we have this. Not all of us can do it. Surgery, but women are building confidence in themselves.
I'm telling
women
you.
Women are doing well. Women are going into politics now because we can do it.
We can do it.
We are not trying to raise our ego today. But come on, we need some respect. We need some respect. It is not a child care. It's not a child joke. No, it's not a joke. It's a big deal. So we go through all this pain in our body, and you want to mess us up. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. So please, let's be self-sufficient. Kotabale ṣe, ẹ jẹ́ ká build ara wa. Tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọkùnrin yìí wọ́n máa mọ̀ pé yes, èèyàn táwọn gbé sílẹ̀ ó deserve respect. Then I just want to mention ọ̀rọ̀ Nigeria briefly because of my time. Sharing what Nigeria need, just like you said, God forgive me. Only kí gbogbo àwọn leaders wà ẹ̀ pam. I don't want to say it.
Kí wọ́n kọ́ fún wọn lọ́rùn.
Honestly, because they are really, really selfish. And the change has to come from a child. Every one of us has to come with the change. Some leaders nearby is not. I don't want to say it's our votes that takes them there. So I don't want to dabble into that.
No, they got in by themselves.
Sometimes it's cheating and everything, but we need young people in this politics. It's high time we take up our country. South Africa.
South Africa tún lé wa. They're taking us out.
They are telling us, go build your country. You can't just call yourself giant of Africa and you're lacking so many things. So, it's high time we start. I see people spraying money in the party and I was like, I'll be like, Nigeria no la won people wa bi Ebola tun wa.
Oh, they spray one ṣe báyìí mo nsin bonju lo ma nju nsin bed on nju nsin. Bread. On top of wetin? Elo mo pa lóṣù.
One bottle. Let's mo pa ti ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n ti lò yín ti lò yín dáadáa. Wọ́n lọ gbé bọ́ọ̀dù yẹn gbélẹ̀. So, it's high time we start money away and work but circulate. And the only thing don't let you circulate, we're abroad that way now. And we got off our taxes in Washi. So Toba taxes any tax or one day, but everybody will want to participate. A lot of people want to go on, but the security issue and everything, the only way is to get some, Western world involved. I think because when we get them involved, things will be better.
Maybe they will help them.
They have nothing to lose.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just suggesting probably it will be the solution. Because that external body about one Nigeria, they have nothing to lose.
They can invite.
So they will come in and build something in our country and change perspective of how people see the country. So Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Because I tell some friends that are single or single mothers, I tell them, you crying that some people are married. You don't even know what they feel.
Homes that are homeless. Homes that are homeless.
I'm telling you, Auntie. So they envy you that you're married.
That you are married. They don't know what you're going through in your marriage.
Yeah, but they are envy you that you have it for Kobale and everything. You take care of children. So we don't know what people are feeling. That's why most ladies,
They go crazy. Tẹ́ bá lọ síbi tó ti ń tọ́jú àwọn, tẹ́ bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn psychologists yẹn, most women ló máa ń wá síbẹ̀. Ṣẹ́gẹ́ mo sọ. They have more women than men. Yes. Because the content me face kò ní lè speak out. At the end of the day, it's affecting their mental health.
That's
so
true.
Thank
you so much. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you, man. Mr. Otedola. Baba Ote, ṣé gbówó wá. Ṣé ìgbówó wá. Otedola, ṣé gbówó wá. You're welcome, sir.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Frank ká tó wá lọ sí ti Nàìjíríà yẹn.
Yes, sir.
Ṣé rí direction tèmi máa ti mú yẹn ó máa fẹ́ different díẹ̀.
Okay.
In the sense pé ṣé mọ̀ pé ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ lọ́lọ́run dá gbogbo wa.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Tí gbogbo wa ṣe lè gbé nǹkan mọ́ra ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ní gbogbo ibi tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ Frank yẹn mọ̀ pé ó lágbára gan kí ọkùnrin kó ká ìyàwó ẹ̀ kó ń ṣe àgbèrè. Tó bá ká ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe àgbèrè yẹn kó tó wá lọ jẹ́ ọmọdé sí i. Tó bá tó wá jẹ́ ọmọdé sí i kẹ́ni yẹn tó wá ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ láti tún lè pe ẹni yẹn kó tún jọ sọ̀rọ̀ pé wá.
Ìyàwó mi sílẹ̀ help condition.
Ìyàwó mi sílẹ̀ o. Mo ti ní marital problem rí mo fẹ́ ṣe gbá mo fẹ́ jọ. Ṣé mo pé tá bá wo kíní yẹn má nìyẹn kò sí bá ṣe lè fẹ́ vindicate pé ẹni bí ni o kò dá o ó ṣe gbá kò ẹ mọ̀ pé ó ti gbìyànjú láti resolve whatever tó bá ń go down nínú relationship ẹ because at the end of the day gbogbo ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú marriage yìí ọ̀rọ̀ online là kàn speculate lé lórí really mọ nǹkan tó but téèyàn bá ti lè gbìyànjú pé ilé mi yìí mi fẹ́ kó tú ṣe mọ̀ pé ara bíi pé ó pọ́n ìyàwó ẹ̀ lé náà ni pé obìnrin yìí ó wà important.
Kò lè fẹ́ lose ẹ̀. Mr. Otedola dẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ àtọ̀dọ̀ wọn ní nẹ́tíwọ̀kì wọn ni o. Bàbá Ote.
Wà fún yín ìgbọ́dọ̀ parọ́ fún yín mà ṣàṣà ni ọkùnrin tó máa ní irú evidence tí máa yẹn ni tí ò ní ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó máa fẹ́ lè lọ sẹ́wọ̀n. Ibẹ̀ yẹn mo ti fẹ́ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ kí Mr. Frank yẹn because ó show level of maturity tó yẹ pé tó bá kó ọkùnrin 100 lẹ̀ tí irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn 60 máa wà lẹ́wọ̀n báyìí àbí kó máa sá káàkiri. Because àwọn ìwà téèyàn lè fi ṣìwà wò nìyẹn kíyàn gbọ́ kíyàwó ẹ̀ máa bẹ boyfriend àbí whoever tọ́jọ́ ń ṣe ìranù kan pé jẹ́ ká tún ṣe ẹ̀yọ̀ kan sí kó tó di pa ẹ má ti get me wrong ṣé o gbé mi tí sọ pé anybody.
No, go ahead. You're making sense and I will say something after you submit.
So nǹkan tí fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ fà yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo àkọ́kọ́ dìmú kọ́kọ́ kí màá yẹn fún mi pé kó ṣíwáwù.
Pé kó pààyàn.
Kó pààyàn. Ṣé mo ẹlòmíì ti pàyàwó ẹ̀ lórí irú ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yẹn mi ò mọ ẹni náà rí omi bọ̀ mo mọ̀ pé nínú ayé kò sí kan tí ò ṣẹlẹ̀ rẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì ibi yàrá ìgbónára yẹn ó ti gúnyàwó ẹ̀ ó ti ṣe lé irú ṣíkẹ́ pọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ ló ń jáde tó lọ ń kọrin. Ṣé wọn ní ti ṣàbù àti irú ṣíkẹ́ ló easy láti ṣe nǹkan burúkú fún jù bọ́ tó lè má jáde public person nítorí ní ẹ jẹ́ ká kí máa nìyẹn àrònú yẹn lọ bí àwọn sáìdì yẹn ká wo many things tí màá yẹn lè ṣe.
Nǹkan tí màá yẹn náà tó ti fara dà.
Mọ́mí ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàgbé pé ló lọ ikọ́ kékeré mélòó la gbèrè nínú ohun tá à ń sọ yìí. Ìgbónára ṣá àríbi tóbìnrin gan mí gan tẹ́yẹ ọkọ ẹ̀ ṣàpè tára jóná.
Tára gbóná ẹ̀ tó jólé tó jọ́nà.
Otedola rí pẹ̀ ní sympathy fún ọ̀gá ìdòwò. Ẹ bá wa àdírẹ́sì kí ọkùnrin máa gbọ́ pé òun ti malice.
Ẹ jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ tán àti ṣe ń bóyá ní ìkọ̀tọ́ ìmàsọ.
Òun fi malice punish àwọn ìyàwó òun. Gbogbo marriage counseling tẹ́mi ti lọ lálẹ́ yé yìí number 1 problem is communication. Kí wọ́n wá bọ́ síta kò ní malice ló fi ń deal pẹ̀lú àwọn ìyàwó ẹ̀ ẹ bá wa address ibẹ̀ yẹn ẹ tó sọ wípé.
Kò ní bàjẹ́ fi màá sáré dáhùn question yìí ṣé mo pé Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa
ẹ
communication.
jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ mo fẹ́ sáré ṣe tíì ẹ má bínú ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ibi tèmi ti fẹ́ sọ pé Frank Edo is a man that communicates well ni pé ìgbà tó ká ìyàwó ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Chike tó ní tí lè lọ bá Chike tó fi lè bá Chike sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé mo yẹ ìgbà láti bá ìyàwó ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ tí ò ní work. Ẹ wo ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ ara wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà yín sí ẹ̀yin mọra yín gbogbo wa ò mọ Sandra yẹn woman yẹn ò jẹyàn tó ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń gbọ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ ká tanra wa ẹ jẹ́ ká ro deep times without number ni máa yẹn ti máa bá sọ oríṣiríṣi I'm not there it's just speculation nǹkan tó bá fi lè múrú Frank yẹn fi lè rírú evidence tó le tó yẹn tó dẹ̀ tún wá lọ bá Chike sọ̀rọ̀ tí Chike ò dẹ̀ sọ pé bó ṣe rí òun kọ́kọ́ gbá òun létí let's be frank with ourselves communication ṣe problem mind ó ti bá sọ̀rọ̀ ó ti sú ni irú èmi náà ní ìsìn báyìí sí i tí bá ń báyọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ń gbọ́dọ̀ parọ́ fún yín tí bá báyọ̀ mo ti fira mi sí stage kan ní life jẹ́ pé tí bá ti try láti communicate pẹ̀lú yàn pé báyìí nǹkan tó ń ṣe yìí ó ń dùn mí o má ṣe nǹkan báyìí fún mi o tí má ní pé ò gbọ́ ọkọ̀ kò sí kọ́ tí mo fẹ́ ṣe èèyàn ò lè lági mọ́yàn kí èèyàn kọ́ lọ́sẹ̀ tí èèyàn irun ló máa wẹ́ nìyẹn ẹlòmíì communication kò ní wọ́ọ̀kì fún wọn I've seen mo ti rí oríṣiríṣi ìtàgé pé lómi màá ní ó dìgbà tó bá tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pariwo ó dìgbà tó bá tó lọ pé gbogbo aráàlú ẹlòmíì kẹ̀dẹ̀ rí na private person gbogbo ìgbẹ́ ẹ̀ kò fẹ́ kára àtàrí tó bá ti rọra sọ̀rọ̀ ṣọ́kẹ́ báyìí tó bá ti rí pé wọ́n dá máa wo ní ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀yin ìyá wa ẹ mọ̀ pé oríṣiríṣi èèyàn ló wà báwo ẹlòmíì ṣe jẹ́yàn líle bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́lòmíì ṣe jẹ́yàn rírọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́lòmíì ṣe jẹ́yàn tútù. But from what I'm seeing, when it comes to picking and communicate, for him to catch a young boy, to share kobe pẹ̀lú ìyàwó rẹ̀ pé irú bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ rẹ̀ tó bá ní civil conversation. Àdẹ̀rí woman yẹn àdẹ̀rí bójú ẹ̀ wú. Ẹ̀mí gbọ́ lọ́ngà wa kìíní yẹn bọ̀. Àwọn tó gbọ́ lọ́ngà wa communication yẹn. Wọ́n ní ó ń sọ fún Chike pé kò ń ṣe 40 franc. Obìnrin yẹn admit ẹ̀. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ mọ̀ ni pé ká má justify pé èèyàn ṣàgbèrè bóyá ọkùnrin ni bóyá obìnrin ni what is wrong is wrong. Tó bá ti mọ̀ pé o ti fell out of love nínú relationship it's good to back out. Ṣé ẹgbẹ́ kí n sọ kìíní kan imagine pé bí Frank ṣe love obìnrin yẹn sí ìgbà tóbìnrin yẹn ti feel pé òun fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan pẹ̀lú Chike tó bá lóun fẹ́ divorce Frank in time yẹn tó bá kúrò lé tó kó kúrò lé tó kó lọ síta tó lọ ń hang out pẹ̀lú Chike ṣé mo pé story yẹn ò ní come out báyìí wọn ò ní sọ pé cheat because Frank á máa bẹ̀yàwó ẹ̀ ni.
Sorry, sir. Let me quickly correct you. I'm sorry to interrupt. Maybe you just joined us. Nobody justified what she did. Nobody. So you need to listen to what other people are saying.
No. I'm just saying that in general.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like
nobody justified what she did. Nobody did, though.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying it like in general because I'm not particularly throwing it to anyone. What I'm saying is.
Okay.
Mr. Todola, mo rí pé àánú Mr. Frank ṣe ní gidi tó ní mo rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rọra ń sọ ó ti wà wounded torí nǹkan tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣe fún. Ṣé rí gbogbo àwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ speculation ni gbogbo wa ń sọ. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ eléyìí tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ bóyá ìyàwó ni bóyá ọkọ ni. Ṣé mo pé Frank ti wà nínú marriage kan? The lady came out to sọ pé bí Frank ṣe ń nà wọ́n. I still listen to that podcast today. Ó ló máa nà òun ni, ó máa nà òun seriously. And that one left the marriage. Now came the second marriage. This man came out and says the king of malice. I'm also in a marriage. And not over my dead body would I support any woman cheating. Or any man cheating. No, it's a no. However, only tájá fi máa ń gbó. Ajá ò kì í dédé gbó. Sherry, most obìnrin fẹ́ wà nínú marriage and they want to be there for good and support their husband. Kán raise ilé wọn. When a woman is neglected over time, come abóbìnrin keep malice. This man, nobody lied on him.
He came out and said it by himself. So that tells you what is going, the dynamics of that marriage already. When there's no communication, everything will go south. So boya Sandra ló kọ́kọ́ ṣe, boya ṣì yẹn ló máa lọ, ó máa fòun lẹ̀, ó máa lọ for weeks, for months, ó máa tún dé kò tó ní bá òun sọ̀rọ̀. I'm nothing justifies Sandra's action. However, mo rántí ìgbà tí Yul Edochie tó lọ commit bigamy, tó fún obìnrin mi lóyún. Do you see how May Edochie works? Well, do you like his soft life? A lot of us are hardworking, and even when we are hardworking, we still love soft life. Have you seen how that woman works now? Because another woman came and claim her marriage. And I do not see any ring light like you men are doing now to condemn you. You started calling him Odogu. Even in the process, this lady lost her first son. It's nowhere. Only few people lost her against your money, and against you. And do you know how many women? I am a psychiatric provider. Do you know how many women I see coming that I'm taking care of that are in psych ward because of what you men are doing to them? I cannot begin to count. Because it's easy for all of you now to come out and justify, oh, if Frank was not wrong, my very first rotation was a Nigerian woman that died to HIV, a nurse here in the US, because her husband infected her, and he did not tell her, and still came home. I was having sex with her. We got close to this woman, we speak the same language, and we started to know what was going on. The daughters were in nursing school. The son was in a high school at the time. This lady died. This woman worked like a dog. She was working the jobs as a nurse. While this man would leave her here, go to Nigeria, and start sleeping with women there, contacted HIV, and brought it home for this woman. And since then, when I saw that scenario, her life insurance got cut off because she couldn't pay premium because she was so sick. And all the kids, their life was put on a hold. It was church people that came to start helping them. We've seen many, many, many cases of this. We've seen women come out fire around because of what men do to them. You people don't come out to be this emotional and set a ring light and start pitying, what can this woman be? Mr. Obasi, Judy Austin's husband came out, a grown man, crying like this. None of you men came out to support that man. All of you were saying, go back to your you were telling him things. At some point, you were even dragging me. If not for women, good women that stood up for that woman. Have you seen a woman work so hard like this? But because the man that she invested half of her life with has left her for another woman. And nobody, all of you, is okay. But this woman, Sandra, I don't know which one happens first. I do not support it. But I can never, I'll never believe that a day is coming where I say, good for that man. That's what I said to Frank. Because I've seen so many, many cases. And a man will come out and say, if my son go and cheat, I won't be upset. If my daughter is here, I will disown her. This is still the mentality of you men in this 2026. So because of that, I'm so afraid of the future of our children. And now we can't rest over this cheating. Do you know how many women condone cheating in their marriages? And they're still working. A lot of time, even more breadwinner than the man. And they condone it.
And we live by it. We actually live by it. We live with it.
And you know how many women are on antidepressants? Some people, they will cheat, send them out and take the children. Because Nigeria is a patriarchy system. They won't even allow them to go with their children. So many nonsense. We know of a beautiful lady in Nigeria that came from US or UK by herself. Very beautiful girl a few years ago. That went and took sniper. This is what men do.
Yeah, I treated the case on Facebook now. It was a big one.
I remember.
Because she's from the Ojora family.
All of you. The minds, that has been, degenerated in marriage. If all of you are coming out when anything happens to condemn it like this, maybe we'll have a better marriage.
God bless you.
Maybe we'll have a better nation. And Frank is an abusive man. Do you know what malice does? Emotional abuse. It's terrible.
It's worse.
It's worse than anything. So all of a sudden, Frank is not we should applaud him. He's such an innocent man now because he called Chike. So what? And it's so funny that the women now of nowadays, when I got married, I remember my dad told me something on the night of my wedding. He said, now you have two husbands. I was confused. I said, Dad, what do you mean? He said, your husband and your job, your career. Not until lately, I started appreciating my dad for that. A lot of women that you people will not allow them to work. You want them to stay home and be cleaning and be raising children. And then when you start to build yourself, you go for younger girls. Do you know how many women are here in the US and their husband that they pay? These women are the one working, most of them nurses. The men the house they build in Nigeria, and another young lady is living there. They've left them there to be raising children by themselves. Do you want me to start counting them? Please, when these things happen in the society, all of us should come out publicly and condemn it. All right? Frank is just one, Sandra is one
out of millions
that's going through this stress. Let women start to come out and tell you a lot of things. Do you know how many women I am personally giving antidepressant and antipsychotic because of their relationship? Please, let us stop this hypocrisy. That's what I see. That's what it's called, hypocrisy. You guys should stand up for everybody, whether men, whether women, and this thing should stop. It shouldn't be a one-sided argument. Oh, men and women. No. Nowadays, women are doing so well that if any man doesn't stand well, some women walk them out of the house. And that's why women should be building themselves. Because Nigerian men are very abusive, to say the least. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you.
As I was just saying,
okay, sir.
It goes both ways. It goes both ways. A third day, that's what we're saying. Because however, this man still handled it the best way he can. Safe for everybody. Because
no, it was saving face because this is
it's not about saving face. It's not about saving face.
That's what he's doing.
Because when I wanted to start, I said I was going to bring it from a different angle, which is this side. I'm saying like at the end of the day, she work, she's safe, he's safe. Because some people would have taken it the wrong way. I know what I'm trying to talk about is people.
I understand what Uncle is trying to say. We pick with the evidence he had, because definitely he had been keeping a lot of evidences on himself. For that phone call, for him to have that phone call, that means he tapped into our phone and he was recording all their conversations. So
when I was in Nigeria. Probably Abuja or Nasarawa. They were newly married.
I'll bring you up the time. Okay, she lady to fund the amnesty teleton for more.
Yes. She get you got to move this at the end of the day, how many because you come back to because
tap me drop away.
Because when we saw Kini Gogoni pay, Sherry Edeka take it from this angle. Frank Edo is a household name 10, 20 years ago. I want Kurimani ego. I mean, to buy me to by me to shake mama shaking
no ba mo ati kigbe jade. Uncle, you know what happened? Uncle Tedola.
Get the point here, mommy. If you fair ki, ẹ ká tún point bíbá ẹ náà because ṣé rí nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lálẹ́ yìí èrò pọ̀ tó ń wò.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
Àwọn èèyàn lè máa mú ẹ̀kọ́ ń bẹ̀.
Yeah.
Ṣẹ́gẹ̀t. Tó bá ṣe ń mú ilé yìí, jẹ́ ká tún máa jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn máa mọ̀ pé violence will solve anything.
God bless you. I appreciate that. We pay for him to have kept quiet on that.
No matter what the case may be, civil way wà láti lè yanjú many things. Òun mi sọ pé ká kí máa yẹn.
Wọ́n ní ká applaud kìíní pé ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin mi tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ ti káyàwó yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin náà ẹ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ má pààyàn ẹ má pààyàn o ẹ má pààyàn o.
Okay, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ kan kékeré kan kí n fi bring fi point mi ẹ̀kẹ́lẹ̀ get nǹkan tí mo sọ. Ṣé mo pé Mohbad ìgbà tí òun àti Naira Marley máa ní problem Mohbad ò dóyàwó Naira Marley náà. Ẹ wo bó ṣe ń fìtì náà life boy yẹn títí.
Tó ń lù kiri.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi allegedly kó má lọ padà di wàhálà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà lọ fi sí pé ìyàwó Naira Marley náà lọ bá sùn báyìí. Kí lẹ rò pé irú Naira Marley yẹn máa ṣe fẹ́ nìyẹn?
Afẹnìṣẹ òótọ́ lẹ.
Ṣé ti understand?
Mo ṣáyín ládàá lórí mi. Mo ṣáyín ládàá lórí mi.
Ẹ ti get the point of view. Tí mo ń tà láti sọ yẹn pé no matter what the case may be, tó bá wọlé tó bá káyàwó ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú èèyàn tọ́jú ń bára wọn sùn. Tó bá fi lè láàgí mẹ́ni yẹn lórí tẹ́ni ẹ bá kú the first person tó máa kọ́ sọ fún ẹ pé ó pààyàn òun ìyàwó ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
Ó ti pààyàn kò dìde o ó ti pa o mo ti sọ fún ẹ pé kò yẹ kó di kinní kan ààrẹ òun ló máa kọ́kọ́ tí first person bá kọ́kọ́ wọlé báyìí òun ló pa ló máa kọ́ sọ á dé yọ rẹ̀ kúrò òun ló tún máa ṣàlàyé fáwọn èèyàn.
Sorry guys, I can't bring you up o mi mọ network ni ẹ bá mi power tap network yẹn mo rí pé request I can't bring.
I understand the point of view ti tèmi nìyẹn. However kò sí bí èèyàn ṣe máa wà nínú relationship tí partner ẹ̀ máa lọ máa ṣe nǹkan tẹ́jọ́ ń ṣe tí kò ní dùnyàn. Ṣẹ́rí ẹ jẹ́ kí mi sọ bí mi ṣe máa ojú tèmi fi wo ìyàwó definition ìyàwó fèmí tó jẹ́ sèmi ìyàwó mi jẹ́ ọ̀tẹ́ pé tí bá jáde tí bá dé mi ní fẹnu bo nǹkan tí mo bá lọ ṣe tí bá pawó tó bá pọ̀ máa sọ fún mi pé mo máa pawó báyìí next project mi báyìí níbi báyìí mo máa ṣe ra project sí. Ṣé mo pé ìyàwó mi nìyẹn gbogbo nǹkan tí mo bá fẹ́ ṣe next máa sọ fún torí ẹ máa rí pé ọmọ rí pé tọkùnrin bá ṣe oríire àbí ṣe oríire kan ó níyàwó tó support ẹ̀ ni. Ìyàwó sórí ọkùnrin nǹkan tó lágbára ńlá gidi ni because ẹni tó lè sọ anything fún ni ẹni tó lè tọ́jú anything fún nìyẹn. Ṣé rí bí woman yẹn ṣe lọ ń bá ṣìkè sùn yẹn ó ti betray nǹkan tó kọjá agbára máa yẹn because kò sí nǹkan tí woman yẹn ò ní mọ̀ pa máa yẹn tó bá dé wà tó dọ́yẹ̀kẹ́ pẹ̀lú boyfriend yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ pé lójó máa sọ Frank kò lè géun báyìí Frank tún ti lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ní.
Uncle ń fẹ́ kẹ́ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ́nà méjèèjì mo appreciate yín o sincerely and you can see that's why tí mo tún gbọ́rọ̀ yìí jáde lẹ́ni ẹ mo reason because àwọn èèyàn believe pé bóyá à ń support pé nǹkan tí gẹ̀yẹ́ ṣe ó dáa and bóyá ẹ̀ pẹ́ dé bíbáyìí in totality la fi condemn ẹ lórí platform yìí but nǹkan tá à ń sọ ni wípé ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin àwọn obìnrin tẹ́rí tó ń jó tó ń yọ̀ tó dẹ̀ sọ pé nǹkan wọ́n jẹ́ kẹ́ feel pain wa ni uncle mo fẹ́ gbé nǹkan kan jáde fún yín ẹ̀yin sọ̀rọ̀ wípé bọ̀bọ́ yìí ti ní àwọn evidence lọ́wọ́ kò dẹ̀ ṣe nǹkan kan like I told you ó ń save face ẹ̀ ni kò sí nǹkan mi number one tọkùnrin bá ní owó ju obìnrin lọ kò lè mú evidence yẹn dání for a long time kó má ti lé obìnrin yẹn lọ torí mọ̀ pé obìnrin yẹn ló ń gbọ́ gbogbo bùkátà ni number one. Number two, Mr. Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá ṣẹ́rí ẹ kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ta ló kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ relationship wàhálà yìí according to the girl ó ní first year of their marriage tó ń wà nínú oyún ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí cheat ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọmọ tá à ń sọ yìí ọmọ ògbóró ni òun àti ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ń date ara wọn gbà tó ní first wife ẹ̀ ó ti yé yín nǹkan tí first wife ẹ̀ ò lè ṣe fún lélẹ́yìn ṣe fún yẹn so I just want to believe that he started the cheating game first just like most men will have done. Gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin mi ò rí ọkùnrin bàbá yìí máa ń sọ ni wọ́n tún máa ń sọ with pride nsìn ni ọkùnrin wo ló wà tí ò lálẹ́ even pastor gan lálẹ́ ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin máa ń sọ nsìn ìyẹn la sọ pé ẹ ti sọ the norm so it has become the norm with the men and so It is because financially kò lè stand lady yẹn ló ṣe yẹ gbé nínú dúró for a long time. Ó mọ̀ tó ń bá kọ sílẹ̀ àṣírí òun á tú lórí ọ̀rọ̀ owó. Secondly, òun mo dẹ̀ sọ fún yín yẹn, who started it first? He knew that he was the one, and according to ìyàwó ó lóun kékékéké ó dẹ̀ tún dákọ̀ gba àwọn tó ń date. Ó ti yé yín sà, like I told you, I am not in support of her doing that. And most women tell return jubilate wọn wà in support of her is because inú wọn dùn wípé ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin lè feel pain yìí. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan mò ń gbọ́ tí madam yẹn sọ wípé nígbà gbogbo gbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ di olùdíṣe gbogbo yín odógún lẹ̀ ń pè lóòótọ́, none of you condemned the men. I can see Ayọ̀ AY tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn. AY, you can talk, but when the marriage was there, was it cheating or not? What was it doing to Mabel? According to what we heard, they said Mabel did everything. Mabel did everything to keep that marriage working. It didn't work. But this thing, nígbà tó boy she went there, back there, 40 years after she left him. Only ìyálà ìyá ẹ̀ ló gbé wá. Bàbá la bàbá ẹ̀ ló ní date nísìn. Do you understand? Ẹ wo Lọ́ra Ìkejì, the way bí Lọ́ra Ìkejì ṣe máa ń gbé ọkọ ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́ as a celebrity. Kí lọ́kọ ẹ̀ ṣe? Of recent kọ́ ló gbé ọkọ ẹ̀ jáde. The rate at which you men, the way you disgrace your women out here, oh my, hey, keep up one shameful from wago. Come on, you must say, ah, okay, ya Johnny. Hey, keep up one shameful for being. You don't know. Ah, oh yeah, Master Golo, Daddy wa. Oluwakemi, thank you so much. Mati ẹgbẹ́ yìnbọn lẹ́sẹ̀ ọ̀pẹ́ yìí ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí ẹ tó máa bí ọ̀hún ní.
Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn pípù yẹn àwọn Frank àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ ni pé ṣe rí both ways náà ni but gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé nǹkan tí mo ń try àti fàyọ́ ń bẹ̀ ni pé ṣe mọ̀ pé ọkùnrin tó bá yẹ pé ó tójú ọkùnrin importance ìyàwó ẹ̀ lèmi try láti sọ òfin try láti define pé ìyàwó ní ọjọ́ pé èèyàn máa keep anything sí lọ́wọ́ ṣe mọ̀ ẹlòmíì gọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ gan even ká tó wá sọ pé ẹni ẹ̀gan tó wá jẹ́ serial serial cheater gan tó bá sì délé náà ó sì máa sọ̀rọ̀ fún ìyàwó owó bàbá wa bí kan ilẹ̀ bàbá wa bí kan etiquette ó sì máa because
thank you for making
tó bá ṣe gbogbo ranù tóun ṣe lọ yẹn òun sì máa lábọ̀ kan mi ò ní pé mi justify ẹ̀ mo kàn fẹ́ òun try láti define how important how powerful.
Àbọ̀ STD and STI and HIV. Àbọ̀ nìyẹn.
Ìtẹ́mi ọ̀fẹ́ fàyọ́ bẹ̀ ni pé ṣe mọ̀ pé tọkùnrin bá lọ ọkùnrin nísìnyí tọkùnrin bá máa ṣàgbèrè ó lè lọ báyọ̀ nǹkan sùn torí pé ẹni yẹn ga torí ẹni yẹn kúrú torí ẹni yẹn nídìí torí ẹni yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ bákan torí ẹni yẹn rẹ́rìn torí ẹni yẹn nírun dúdú torí ẹni yẹn nírun pupa àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń wà lójú ọgbọ́n ó lè rí wọ́n yan ọmọ yẹn bó ṣe pọ́n ọmọ yẹn rí ródóródó ọmọ yẹn rí ṣákélé even kàréyàn torí bíi Kim Kardashian
torí pé ní ẹjọ́ lè kú
ẹ ṣeré ẹ gbá yìí tẹ́rí kíyàn fẹ́ Kim Kardashian ṣáà rí bóbìnrin ṣe rí tó fine tó ní gbogbo shape ó lè ríyàn torí bíi igi báyìí tí ò ní kókó Ọlọ́run máa tún dára o báwo lè tún ṣe rí báyìí àwọn kọ́ọ̀sì tọkùnrin míì máa fi ní lọ́ńṣẹ́ àgbèrè nìyẹn bọ́ nísìnyí tẹ bá mú gbogbo orúkọ tí mo sọ yẹn tá bá fẹ́ wo tóbìnrin bá fẹ́ ṣàgbèrè ṣe mọ̀ pé ó máa yàtọ̀ obìnrin máa ṣàgbèrè intentionally pé mo láìkì bọ̀bọ̀ kúkúrú yìí ó lè oko ṣíkẹjọ́ lè má tó kó Frank Edo kókó ò pé Frank ṣe máa ba ojú ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni kò sí nǹkan tó lè bá mi sọ màmá gbá tí ṣíkẹ lọ.
So ẹ ti rí pé ó wà intentional and for a woman to do that.
Ibi tí mo ń tà láti ṣàlàyé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ ni pé ó máa ń different tọkùnrin bá ṣe ó máa ń different tóbìnrin bá ṣe. Obìnrin bí kẹ́ ẹ ṣe wà yẹn tí Frank bá kú láàárọ̀ là nígbà tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣàgbèrè ó máa ké láàárọ̀ tó bá ti ké láàárọ̀ tó bá dalẹ́ àpèṣe képe wá gbẹ̀yìnkúlé wọlé.
Ọkùnrin náà ńkọ́.
Ó yàtọ̀ tọkùnrin bá lùzù mo ti ríyàn tí ó lùzì àwọ̀ ẹ̀ tí mo ń wà pẹ̀lú
I'll go. Thank you.
What is the meaning of cheating? Cheating is cheating. You're just giving an excuse that is different. There's no difference. Once you have a partner, you don't respect the partner, you sleep with someone else. Other, there's no difference. There's no excusing for disgusting and bad behavior. You're trying to make excuse.
I'll go.
Love it. No, you don't. I don't understand what you're saying. You're giving me migraine. God!
No.
You're coming here with your full chest to prevent bad behavior.
I'm not saying.
With your full chest and
let me tell you something.
You're defending
Let me
bad
tell you
behavior.
something.
I'm sure you have a daughter. I'm sure you have sisters.
Let me tell
And
you
you will
one thing.
give them this excuse. I know, sir. Please, you can do better.
Stage life in there, I'm done with where I'm
And
cheat and all those things. I'm only saying this thing because I believe I want us to just get the simplest way of how these things feel.
I can't get it.
People.
I cannot.
What I'm saying is, what I want to say is, if I can understand, kini yi, o man do àwọn differently. Tóbìnrin bá cheat, o máa dùn ọkùnrin ju tí, like bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bí ṣe ń dùn ẹ̀yìn yìí, o máa dùn ọkùnrin like the way you are feeling it right now. Tó bá jẹ́ ọkùnrin ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí, ó máa dùn ọkùnrin jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ get to.
Uncle, because sílẹ̀ ìjókùnrin ìjóbìnrin ni wọ́n máa ń dùn àwa náà nìyí.
Èmi fẹ́ kẹ́ get the point pé ṣẹ́rí mo inú mi dùn pé kíní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ibi tí ẹ ti mọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ mo ti mọ̀ pé pain yẹn ẹ get ẹ̀ bọ̀ mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ tún understand pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe get yẹn ó tún dùnyàn jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Because ọkùnrin yẹn mo fẹ́ kẹ́ get ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ because ọkùnrin máa wò pé ẹ mọ̀ pé màá yẹn nínú ọ̀rọ̀ kan tó sọ fún Chike ó sọ fún pé please I want to save this marriage. I've lost one marriage. I have 2 children. I want to raise them well. Ṣé mo ó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó wà nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mo fẹ́ ṣe rí pain yẹn òun ni mo fi fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn tí mo sọ pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ kú yẹn ẹni yẹn sọ fún mi pé ìyàwó òun tó kú ìgbà yìí bó lòun ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ báwo lòun ṣe fẹ́ ṣe pé báwo lòun fẹ́ tó fẹ́ dàbí ìyàwó òun ibi tí mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ next.
I know men you feel that way mo get ní ìfẹ́.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn kálíbẹ̀ dúró ẹ̀ máa ti gbọ́ pé so ó máa ń dùn like the way ẹ mọ̀ pọ́kùnrin máa ń rìn body nǹkan máa ń gbé nǹkan sára rẹ̀ ní but pain yẹn I'm telling you ẹ lè get it. Kò ṣe sọ ó jìnà kò tó deep kò ṣe ṣàlàyé nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ get nìyẹn pé nǹkan tá a yẹn máa ń sọ yìí Frank Edo lára alẹ́ bó ṣe wà yẹn tó bá lọ ṣe fídíò tó bá dé ó máa ké tó máa tilẹ̀kùn mọ́rí ni.
Ó máa sunkún ó máa dùn.
Best friend mi ti lose ìyàwó ẹ̀ rí kí ṣe pé ẹni ẹ kú o wọ́n jà. This my guy was crying tó ikú yọ nímú ẹ̀bẹ̀ mò ń wò pé ṣé kí ni ìletò yìí. Ó máa ń dùn yàn ní rí ni.
Ó máa ń dùn ọkùnrin ju obìnrin lọ.
Nǹkan tí fẹ́ kẹ́ gẹ́ẹ̀tì nìyẹn kì í ṣe pé bóyá mò ń try láti defend nǹkan tí ò dáa kò sẹ́ni tó máa la nǹkan mọ́ lórí tí ò ní dùn náà.
Ṣé wàá rí pàwọ́ wá lọ́kọ̀ jẹ̀yìn ọkùnrin lọ báyìí?
Ṣé pà ń try?
Mr. Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá ibi tẹ́ gbé bàdé yẹn mo ní question kan fún yín. Ẹ sọ pé ó máa ń dùn àwọn ọkùnrin.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mà.
Báyìí tí báyìí pé ó ń dùn wọ́n tíyàwó wọn bá lọ. Kí ló dé tó ṣe máa ń fi ìyà jẹ àwọn obìnrin? Kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé for instance àǹtí Àìsàt or somebody sẹ ọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó máa rí obìnrin tó dàbí pé ológo ni existence obìnrin yẹn máa mú wọn lótùtù wọn ò lè withstand obìnrin máa make progress tó lè tí wọn kì í fi rí irú àwọn obìnrin yẹn as blessing.
Wọ́n rí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa pòkó yẹn wọ́n máa pa á mọ́lẹ̀.
No ẹ fún mi ní explanation yẹn pé wọ́n tíyàwó yẹn bá lọ ẹni wà láti lẹ́yàwó yẹn lọ.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan fún yín ṣé rí ọkùnrin tó bá jẹ́ pé èèyàn tó wà intelligent èèyàn tó wà intelligent ni ò ká mú èèyàn tó wà intelligent as case study tó bá wà pẹ̀lú ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tí ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ bá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ tó bá rówó ju ẹ̀ lọ bó ṣe máa ń gba lórí ò lè gba lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ náà tó bá ti dẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àbáwo ni kìnnìkan wá tẹ̀ tí tọ́nà bá ti gbé owó èèyàn kan lówó sókè jù yàn kan lọ wà á tẹ̀ fún ni tó bá jẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ 2 ways ni Ọlọ́run bless ẹ ni because the way tó máa fi lè tí life yìí ṣe máa rí ó máa easy because àwọn obìnrin kan wà tó yẹ pé tí irú godmother mi Ọlọ́run bless wọn gan Ọlọ́run bless wọn ní miracle.
YouTube, I'm coming, please.
wípé
Come back
godmother mi
now,
Ọlọ́run
okay?
bless. tí ọkọ godmother mi bá fẹ́ jáde báyìí wọ́n lè kó gbogbo fleet cars tó wà ní
Come
jáde.
back.
Tí gbogbo aráàlú máa rò pé ọkọ godmother mi ló lówó but èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé wà nínú ilé gbogbo ló máa mọ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó kẹ́ níbẹ̀ tó máa bọ́tẹ́ ló